to actually break away.
Are we live?
Yes.
What the buck is up, everybody?
Hello.
Welcome back to the end times. The end is nigh. The army is on our doorstep, like 3 days away, completely messing with our plans.
Did we even go to Cloverham?
No, we did not.
We didn't go to your homeland.
We didn't. My mother will be very sad.
Quick, we got like, we can make it back in time.
I mean, I suspect the timeline that we were told last time about the army being 3 days away. I think there's something up with that. We need to investigate a bit more.
Oh yeah.
But if we are pressed for time, then we probably need to accelerate our plans a bit.
We need to put the ship into overcharge.
Steel, I have a request. Milk Thistle's mother needs to be an old Jewish woman now.
No, she needs to be an old Jewish paladin.
Oh, geez.
So, I just had a thought. Nightshine, you said that Lord Weasel was in the Duchess's house, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like watching her bathe and watching her eat, watching her sleep, just,
So being just an overall creep. Okay, what I need you to do, what we need Lord Weasel to do, is gather all the crumpled up pieces of paper that she was writing on and threw on the ground or in the wastebasket, and bring them back to us.
Cool.
Next to her.
The bad news of that is I don't believe Nightshine can actually send any messages to him.
I mean,
Isn't there actually a link between them though?
I don't know if it's is it still emotional or can you telepathically communicate now?
I can use the power of metagaming.
So then no.
So we need to go find Mr. Weasel.
I believe
Hang
Mr.
on, no
Weasel.
one knows Mr. Weasel's gone except you two, I don't think.
Well, and I believe Mr. Weasel will be returning probably in the morning.
Yeah, what were the instructions you gave him?
I didn't. He did it on his own.
Sure.
God, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
oh, god damn it!
God bless America.
Do you know what I posted or what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get some alcohol.
It's gonna be one of those sessions.
I wish I had purchased some before I came here as well.
Well, I have my supply, so I'm fine.
I won't be drinking until tomorrow night.
That's Nightshine, or that's Steel's mother.
Yeah.
So it's fuck, Mrs. Groflowski, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, she's not that getting off track.
All right. Well, to catch up a little bit on what we did last time, we did bring Field Marshal. What is it? Thunder Mountain.
I want to say Flawless Thunder off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fast
Alright.
Thunder.
Field Marshal Thunder and his 50 members of his honor guard have successfully been brought to Villagertown. He is setting up his workstation to prepare for his army to arrive. We have successfully brought a general to help guide our army and our militia. Nightshine, Milk Thistle, and your cohort, Lightning. What is her name?
wishful pen.
Wishful pen.
Wishful Pen. The three of us did some investigating. We believe that the Tribe of Bones is still here in Villagertown. We think we found a member, but he's not being very forthcoming. He told us to go find out what it means to be undead to the Tribe of Bones. Unfortunately, as resourceful as the Luminance Library is, it did not have the information that we needed. We are looking at the perspective of the victor in that conflict. We discovered that one of the ambassadors was turned undead, apparently by force, and that's very disturbing. But we have no other leads as to what happened other than the fact that the Tribe of Bones was here. They were forced out, and the city was built on top of their ancestral land. And that's all that we've gathered so far. So we're going to continue investigating into that, possibly to see if we can bring them back into the Empire and maybe have an undead army at our disposal before the army of humans arrives. But we had just finished up in the library, and it's getting close to the Nightmares temple time.
Yes, I believe we had one person who needed to do one thing before other people's temple time, and that was Lightning was going to go somewhere.
The temple.
Yes. Are you going by yourself, or are you taking a friend?
She will go by herself.
Alright. I assume you were heading towards Kara's wing.
Yeah.
You enter in. I mean, there are a number of ponies about and what have you, and there are also a few of the Kara priests. So if you are wanting to speak to someone directly, you are able to do so.
What was that? Like, someone's mic is exploding?
I think it was
Hello?
birds. So don't worry.
Hello?
Hello? Can you
Yeah,
hear
what's
us?
going on?
Doing that.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you, but someone's mic is like exploding or something. It might be yours.
I think that's you because everything else is quiet on our side. Or on my side.
No, I can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright. Is it still going?
Not right now.
So where are you fighting?
That's weird.
So yeah, what does lightning see?
So as you head in, there are a few like stragglers who are obviously there for worship and stuff, but there are a numerous number of Kara priests about if you want to grab one of them.
She will look for the head priest if he's available.
You're not seeing anyone who you would class as a
I
highly
believe she
charged,
met.
but you can see a number of clerics.
I believe she met one of the high priests.
You possibly have, but they are not about.
That she will rub. She will like grab a priest and ask, not a high priest is about, or if there's any around.
They will look at you, and why do you seek an audience with them?
I require counsel with them specifically.
Do you have an appointment?
No, but time is kind of the essence.
And is there a name I can give that will that they may know you by?
Lightning Streak.
If you remain here, I shall return soon.
Thank you.
And they will head off. and you're left probably waiting for about a good 20 minutes, but they will return in tow with an individual who will come up to you, and you don't recognise them as far as you recall, but they're clearly wearing the right robes, the right sort of holy symbols and everything else. They're clearly what you would consider a higher ranking member of a clergy. He gives you a smile and goes, "We've been expecting you, Lightning."
Oh, goody. That's always good to hear when you know that you're not in the god's best favor.
If you wish to accompany me, we can have a talk. As he gestures towards a door what leads out of the sort of more front temple section.
She nods and will follow him.
You're taken out of the temple and into the back room area. You're led down a few dimly lit hallways. Dimly lit, it still is fairly well lit for ponies, but the candles are fairly, or the torches are fairly spread apart, so it does give a few moments of darkness.
Although she has dark vision.
Well, then you're fine. As you enter into a sort of small meeting chamber, and they sit down, and they gesture for you to sit down as well.
She will.
There is some 2 cups and water on the table as well.
Ah.
Paladin senses are tingling.
So,
Lightning will cautiously not drink anything that is offered to her.
you have finally sought out guidance from Kara, are you?
Ah. Well, I noticed that she doesn't seem to be as mad at me as she used to be.
Oh. And what brings you to that conclusion?
Well, when I did her ritual a few days ago, her insects did not attack me.
I see.
That is good, right? Or is that bad? I'm not the most in tune with the rituals themselves.
Did her insects do anything else?
No.
Then that is not necessarily a good sign.
Oh dear.
Also, you are on the list.
The list?
I see. You're obviously not a doppel that sticks close to traditions, then.
Ah. No. I'm no.
Let's
She rubs
just.
the back.
You are on a very fine knife edge. One step one way might lead to forgiveness. One step the other way, and it leads to damnation. We are waiting to see which mark you are given.
Look. Forgiveness or the one where you all tried to kill me?
We're waiting for one or the other.
Is there a way I can get her forgiven?
There is. The first one was normally don't do or stop doing whatever is bringing you out of favour. if you know what it is. If you do not, then you can seek guidance from her directly, but it's depends if you can wait long enough until her visit.
And when will that be?
You are clearly not a child of Kara, then. It seems that you have fallen far. But you must have been within her graces for you to even come here to begin with.
Oh. Well, I would like to hope so, because I would like to get back in her good graces, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
Well, there is one guaranteed way to put you in her best books, but it does require the ultimate sacrifice. And it depends if that is what she wishes for you.
Oh wait. Killing myself?
Yes. As you are not a true follower, then you are not aware of the yearly ritual that takes place that brings her upon this plane. That is done in secret. But one of her true believers sacrifices their life, and she is able to visit us for a short time and grant us guidance, as well as bring forth what she wishes for the year. It is a true honour to be one that is selected for such a thing, and being the individual that sacrifices yourself will instantly make you one of her blessed in the afterlife.
Well, as prestigious as that sounds, I would like to remain alive to deal with the things that are currently rocking this country to the core.
Alright then. Then you have one chance. We have an individual who is speaking with Kara at some point tomorrow. You may offer. They have made payment for a number of questions. You may also offer up 2 additional ones as part of the ritual.
Oh?
But they have to be questions that can be answered with a yes or a no. So, you would have to make a careful choice what you wish to ask.
I see.
In rare occasions, a single word answer that is not a yes-no may be given, but is not guaranteed. So I recommend sticking to yes-no answers. If you do not know what she's displeased about, then that bodes... that doesn't bode well for you.
I do know what she's displeased about. It's the most likely thing.
Good. If you know your questions, you may give them now. If you do not know your questions, you will have until the morning.
Alright. I'll be back in the morning then.
And remember, he places a dagger on the table in between you. You are on a fine edge, and the dagger is hanging above your head, waiting for the mouth to close around it and strike.
Oh,
Walk carefully, the lightning, as this might possibly be the last time you are welcomed openly into our wing. Should you cross the line of no return, then if you enter here, you may not leave.
well, I don't intend to cross that line, so let's hope we don't, eh?
Well, I would say let's hope you don't.
Yes, let's hope I
Is that all?
Um, yeah, that's all. Actually, is there a way I could offer something up to potentially ask a more detailed question?
More detailed questions are very rarely done, and even those do not guarantee a answer. The only way to actually get a proper conversation would be to wait until she arrives and be at one of the locations that she may enter upon this plane.
Okay.
But given your circumstances, it's unlikely you are to be invited, at least at the moment.
Okay then.
What a nice goddess you have there.
The lightning will quickly leave.
You are escorted walked through the hallways, and led back into the temple. You probably didn't notice the first time you entered in, but you're noticing at least this time that all of the clerics are watching you leave, and you get the sense that they watch you all the way out.
She leaves very quickly. Plus the carpet man.
I'm getting low flags from Alright.
Nightshine, the phrase is drapes. Does the carpet match the drapes?
I like Curtis better.
And the answer is yes. Yes, they do.
Was that the question you were going to ask?
Me? No. The question I was going to ask is, did you remove a goddess from your temple?
I think she was lying.
Why would I ask that?
Yeah, you might, yeah. Who says the god has to tell the truth? But we've got more pressing matters right now. We'll have to pursue that later.
Yeah.
What would the response be? Yeah, that would be the response.
Lightning would quickly walk over to Alexandre and scream in his name.
I'm pretty sure Alexandrite's probably in the All Seasons Temple as well, and probably somewhere near the Sun Wing.
Yeah, Alexandre just sees Lightning walk in, bury her face in his mane, and just scream for a few seconds.
Oh, Steel, real quick.
Yep.
Sorry, my brain went stupid. In the future, would you mark each wing of the temple to signify the gods that are worshipped there?
Yeah, sure. I mean, in this version on the map, you've got on this side here you have the Princess Luminant and the Unspoken. You have then the Sun Queen and Blaze, the Moon Princess and the Nightmare, and then Kara. When I update it, it's going to be a bit different because it's multi-layered.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You've got upstairs and downstairs, and it's kind of a bit different.
Also, anybody else notice that the bank is directly across from the temple? Anybody see a potential issue with it?
Suspicious.
Suspicious.
You gotta keep your state and your state and your religion separate.
Yeah. I mean, it seems very strange that the high priest is also on the board of trustees at the bank. It's very suspicious.
Alright, when I become queen, I'm banning all religion.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
I'm sure this will get plenty of support.
Oh yeah, lots.
Oh,
Lots and lots.
I mean, you would definitely be known as probably the shortest reigned queen over Everglow. You'd be famous for something.
I'm just like, bruh.
You ever look at your mouse and realize how disgusting it is because you don't clean it?
Yeah.
No, because I clean it.
What's wrong with you?
I'm sure. Oh my
That
gosh.
scroll wheel was not working for a while because of how much gunk was in there.
I've noticed when I play Team Fortress 2, sometimes the right mouse button just sticks, even though I let it go. Maybe it's time to take this thing apart and put a few alcohol swabs across it.
Yeah, I probably would recommend that.
That's not a bad idea.
Anyway, Alexander's going to lay a hoof, hugging Lightning as she cries and screams.
No, she's not crying, she's just screaming.
Okay.
Just for a few seconds. And then releases her face from his mane, like, okay, I'm good.
I take it things didn't go well.
Oh no, they went wonderfully. I just not like everything.
Ah,
Everything is fine.
that's why you came to me to scream.
Yes, screaming about how much I love you.
I was like, man, I feel like I should have a sense motive check, but then I'm like, oh yeah, your bluff is bullshit.
I mean, if you can't pick that out in the subtleties of the way they're saying it, but I don't think they're actively trying to be deceitful. They are. It's that sort of like, you know, sarcastic, yeah, I'm fine type of thing, which is kind of obvious, but you probably don't want to ask too many questions.
Alright, well. Whatever this is, I hope you,
Would you like to go get absolutely shit-faced and wake up in a ditch somewhere with me?
it has been a while since we've done that, so sure.
Alright, let's go. Just drags him off.
I mean, Opal's Tavern is over here.
He just drags him off to the tavern. Where am I?
You're there. Alright, I think that probably concludes that little outing. So, the only thing really left going on would be, obviously, the late night meeting with the Nightmare lot that's going on. You will find Wishful Pen will head back to the to Princess Luminance's temple when you guys are finished, or when you're turfed out of the library.
Alright, Milk Thistle will ask Nightshine. Nightshine, do you have any plans for this evening?
What time of day is it?
It is it's coming up to about 11.
No, I don't.
The Nightmare Temple is going to have a service tonight. You're welcome to join us.
Sounds loud.
It's actually rather calm. Very soothing, in fact.
Oh well, sure.
Excellent. And Milk Thistle will start making his way to the temple. Oh yeah, we can WASD our way there.
Following the path.
Over the hills and through the woods.
No.
Hey,
Let's drag over Nightshine. He's not coming.
Yeah, I'm here now.
Hey, you two.
Burned. What brings you here?
Well, you remember that conversation we had a ways back, right? The thing involving the Chaos Knights and all that?
I do.
Well, I decided to take you up on your offer. I'll see what what the Nightmare's services are like. I know we still need to talk to Midnight Vision about the two things involving my old man. So,
And from the moment you say offer, Milk Thistle's face just lights up, and he's got a big smile on his face. And when you finish your sentence, he puts a hoof on your shoulder. You have made an excellent decision. I know you have history with a previous god, but you had mentioned that she no longer needs you. That is a horrible god to worship. The Nightmare will always have service that you can provide for.
I see. And deep inside, deep down, Vern's just like, oh man, what am I getting myself into?
Reading your face, Milk Thistle will reassuringly tell you it's like, don't
Would you
worry.
like to learn my multi-level marketing scheme?
Milk Thistle will say, don't worry. What I mean is that you will always have purpose here, and you will have the full support of the temple so long as you remain faithful and serve.
I see. Well, alright then. You said something about that they enjoy putting people through nightmares as part of the initiation, wasn't it?
It's not quite an initiation. What it does is it soothes you to sleep, and then the Nightmare sends you a message. It could be her visage, it could be her monsters, it could be nothing more than a vision that you could see of a potential future. It's the way she communicates.
Alright, so... I'm sorry, go on.
You may indeed have a powerful and terrifying and frightening vision, but take solace in that. The visions of terror that she brings us are what brings us calm and knowing and understanding. Because if we fear the Nightmare, we needn't fear anything else. So no matter what monsters and demons come against you, the Nightmare is far more terrifying than all of them. You serve her, and she will protect you and give you the strength you need.
Alright, so basically keep my cool, got it.
Absolutely.
Alright, let's get this underway then. And with that, he gives a nervous smile to both Milk Thistle and Nightshine. I appreciate this. I may not say it much, but I appreciate it.
You're welcome, my friend. Let us set up the front. Nightshine, will you join us?
Sure.
Alright.
Milk Thistle escorts his two patrons up to the front so we can get the best view of the sermon.
Alright. So, you've done a few of these then, Milk Thistle. 1 second, I will return. I just need to remove a spider. So I'll be back in a sec.
I do think I always have problem with spiders.
I mean, to be fair, spiders are creepy, crawly, son of bitches.
They're not, they are cool.
Maybe-
They eat that.
Maybe what Steel needs is a huntsman spider. So
Yeah,
that way it'll hunt the other spiders in his house, so that way he has like one gigantic spider to freak out over, but then he's like, it's okay. That's a good spider. It keeps the other foul things out of my house.
He just needs to name it. That'll be cute.
Yeah, like I've got pet geckos, little house geckos that are like 2 inches long. I'm really sad. One of them got caught on a glue trap for a bunch of gnats that I've been catching, and I tried to wash it off gently, but it was so exhausted it died while I was trying to clean it. So I put it outside. But I do have another one. It's living in my bathroom.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. We were discussing solutions to your spider problem.
Yeah, I think I need a huntsman spider as well. I may not like them, as long as it keeps the other freaking arachnids out of my house, I'm good.
Yeah, the only thing to really worry about is if the huntsman spider finds a mate and then moves up into your attic because they lay massive amounts of eggs and they like to huddle around mommy for a long time.
Oh God.
Ugh. Nope. You have officially dissuaded me from that now. God damn it.
Just get God bless America. If you get a huntsman spider that does not have a mate, you're good. She'll eat all the foul things in your attic, in your walls, and your couch, and you should never see her. But if you do, she's doing a good job.
It reminds me of the huntsman spider I had. I walked into my bedroom, turned on my light, and it sort of come running out from underneath my bed, and its like front legs sort of held up in attack position and just sort of charged at me. And it was just like, what the fuck?
So
I really falls on this spider.
Yeah, I mean, that one, I'm afraid
This is a
got
wait
something
for it.
dropped which was heavy on it. Because fuck a spider which is going to even attempt to do something like that.
So, are huntsman spiders normally aggressive, or are they docile towards humans?
They like to be in dark corners where nobody sees them. So normally they try to avoid humans. If you come into contact with one, they're generally not aggressive. Like there's a guy who picked up a huntsman spider that fit in the palm of his hand, and he was able to like get it to walk across his arm, and it like jumped from his hand up to his shoulder, went across the back of his neck, and then started climbing down the back of his shirt,
Oh yeah.
and jumped off the bottom of his shirt to a wall, and then skittered off.
I mean, I don't know if the ones in America are
I guess your one was
poisonous,
just pissed.
but the ones in the UK aren't. I mean, normally they're fine. It's just that one time I remember it just took me by surprise that happened. But anyway,
Yeah, let's get back to the game.
Just imagining a spider coming out from under your bed and just fucking eating itself at you now.
yeah, it died quick. Anyway, so, Milkfist, you've been to a few of these now. You know this earlier one is always more for the masses rather than the more dedicated followers. That's why it takes place just before midnight at 11. And then the more dedicated one happens, obviously, afterwards. The main thing you are noticing, and Burnt you would have noticed as well, and probably Alexandrite when you're in the temple, there definitely seem to be more Patreons here than they were at any other point when you guys have been here. You probably have a guess that the reports of a human army being on the doorstep kind of probably has prompted this.
More patrons across all the temples, or just the Nightmare specifically?
Well, you guys would see the Nightmare as well as technically the Moon Princess because they're in the same wing. You have not been here during the day, but Burnt and Alexandrite would have noticed more in the Sun Temple during the day. During the daytime, it was actually very full. Not just the Sun Temple. You also would have those for Princess Luminance as well as a lot more people gathering around the centre where the author's big book is in the centre of the entrance hall, basically.
Cool.
So
Nice.
it's definitely seen a lot more. Most of those here who are here now are more for the Nightmare and stuff, but you probably have a few lingerers who might be going to the author's book in the entrance hall, or even to any of the other wings, because there's always priests there, even if there's not many. So no one's ever turned away at any point. But you guys would undergo like the first sort of ceremony, so to speak. Again, this one's more for the masses. You do see the ceremony is more about standing firm in the face of difficulties, and basically rising above the monsters that may lurk out, and remaining strong and firm in the face of danger, and basically not turning your back to run in fear. and facing your fears, basically. That's what most of the Nightmares ceremony is about. So it's basically trying to encourage people to face things and stand firm and fight back against those creatures that might worry them. So, as if they are strong, then they may be rewarded with greater strength if they prove themselves. Type of thing. But that's more the sort of open sort of ceremony is about. Once it is done, people gather, linger for a bit, but then the more sort of closer and personal one will take place. Milk Thistle, you will have the High Priest come and greet you before the ceremony, and does say it is good to see you.
Milk Thistle bows his head and shows him respect and says, High Priest Midnight Vision. We've accomplished a lot since I've been gone. He looks to Nightshine briefly and he says, Nightshine, we're about to partake in a more deep and intimate ceremony. You haven't said so, but have you shown any interest in converting to worship the Nightmare?
No.
I see. Well, at this time, I'll ask you to please take your leave, because the ceremony will begin shortly.
Yeah. Only those who are true followers of the Nightmare are to remain, or if you have one person to invite you in, then it's normally accepted. But you're only allowed to invite one person at a time. So I believe Byrne's probably got the invitation this time.
Yes.
Ask her if she likes the idea of dropping a nuke on the humans.
Loose lips sink ships, my friend. We'll discuss that at another time.
Okay.
But I'll see you in the morning. Good night, Nightshine.
I'm gonna drink.
Milk Thistle, after saying goodnight to Nightshine, will put a hoof onto Burned Requiem, and he looks to Midnight Vision. High Priest, this is Burned Requiem, one of my friends and compatriots that have been traveling with me.
He'll give a respectful bow to the priest and say, as much as I'm a little bit nervous, I mean, I've already committed. No going back.
He has shown interest in wanting to leave his previous goddess behind and convert to the Nightmare. I've invited him to the ceremony tonight.
Ah, you have taken the first of many very difficult steps. Some deities will let their followers go and waft off to other places. Be firm that the Nightmare does not take as kindly towards those who do leave her. So, if you take up the Nightmare, be certain that it is what you wish.
Well, with what I have in plan for when this entire ordeal that's currently going on in the world is done and over with, kind of have to take up on the Nightmare and stick with it.
Well, we shall see what happens. There is nothing that is required for you at the moment, but simple sit and listen. If you wish to take things further, then you may. But there is no commitments as of yet. But once you commit, then you have committed.
He's gonna sit down and relax and just let it happen.
Alright, so this ceremony is definitely a little bit of a different one, where um, you can see the very stark difference where this one was definitely aimed more at a wide. The previous one was aimed at a wider audience. It wasn't as things weren't as firm. Here, though, that's different. There's a clear sense of power and strength from Nightmare Vision as he speaks. His voice travels across the room and even resonates sort of almost deep inside the temple as he talks. And he speaks a lot of that you are to, that Ponykind, this is the moment to be strong, to show our strength, and to show that we are self-reliant and don't require the control of an outside nation, that we can protect ourselves. But he does urge that also not necessary to destroy everyone who comes to harm Ponykind, that there may be those that can be bent or twisted and can be used to help even protect ponies and not even realise it. So to keep your mind open and look for weaknesses in your enemy that can be exploited to your benefit. As a destroyed creature or person is gone, but one that has been influenced to do something on your behalf is still an asset, as long as you can maintain your control and dominance. I'm just double checking something if there's anything else that would happen. He also speaks that those that fail to obviously live up to the Nightmare's expectations will obviously will receive her damnation. This is not the time to show cowardice or weakness, no matter what comes our way. But and she does not also look well on those who fail. But he does remind you all that offering offering mercy to a defeated foe is not considered a weakness. As long as you can use this foe to strengthen your goals, or they can be tamed to your way of thinking. But remember that you still must not forget or forgive your foe. You should still always remember, because the moment that you choose to forgive them is the moment where they could turn on you and you are betrayed. But if you never give them forgiveness or fully trust, then you can never be betrayed, as you never gave your trust. They are a tool, not your friend. At the end of the ceremony, they do offer those who do wish to seek the Nightmare's guidance more deeply, that they may come up and drink the what was it called? Damn it, I can't remember what it was called now.
Oh, I can't either. Was it wine or was it some other kind of liquid?
I want to say it was a tea.
Tea. Okay.
Chamomile tea.
No. Yeah, it's basically something you can drink which helps bring on nightmares. I can't remember what it is.
Oh, so it's Earl Grey.
Earl Grey's a black tea. I don't know if that would bring on the nightmares.
I mean, it's green tea.
No, green tea is good. Matter of fact, that's what I'm brewing.
No, dream tea. That's an actual drug in Pathfinder.
It might be it because what I'm actually thinking is Dreamtime tea might be that.
Yeah, because you drink it and you go into basically a hallucinogenic state, unconscious.
God.
I used it to gain the favor of someone who really liked tea in an upper game.
Oh God.
Wait, what? I like.
Yeah, but you put them through hallucinations.
I don't think it's quite that one, as the one I'm thinking of is a bit more of a violent time, but I could be wrong.
Well, either way, yeah, Bernd will go up and accept the tea as he drinks it.
You are told, as you are new, you are told that not those who do not always expect a visit, as it is not always guaranteed, but stay mindful of what you do envision.
Right. So yeah, he drinks it down.
Well, you don't suddenly like fall unconscious right that second. You basically drink it, and it's nice tea. It's warming, and basically you're told that once you return to rest, that will be when the effects will potentially take a hold.
All right. Yeah, once this special service ends, Bernd is gonna need to talk to Midnight Vision.
It's called Midnight Milk.
Midnight milk.
Sounds
Drawn from the teats of the goddess herself because she loves you.
God damn it, I was just thinking that.
God bless America.
There you go.
Midnight milk. Neat. I like it.
Alright.
Yeah, it's the more part where it goes, they dream vivid. Their dreams are vivid, so it's more of that sort of thing. And it's something what actually builds up slowly. You haven't got enough. You don't drink enough to actually benefit from its effects. Its beneficial effects, but you don't suffer from its negative ones. It's more of the vivid dreams. But I believe that was what I was thinking of. I could be wrong still, but yeah.
Well, once he drinks down the midnight, return to his place next to Milk Thistle and sit down.
I mean that's. Oh, sorry, Karen.
If I'm not mistaken, once the tea is consumed, that's the end of the ceremony, right? Like, there's no lingering afterwards?
No, not normally. If you do want to speak to Midnight, he's happy for you to speak to him afterwards, but it's not something where you would sit down and have a good chat for an hour or two. It'll be just sort of a thank you, goodbye. You might pass on the odd message, that sort of thing.
All right. Yeah. We'll have to wait until he's finished up.
But I mean, that's basically what it would be. If you, like I said, you will be able to talk to him at the end for a bit,
Yeah.
which would basically be now.
All right.
Yeah, Milk Thistle will wait his turn to consume his tea and stay next to Burnt Requiem's side.
So I can only expect some craziness from this tonight when I hit the hay.
It's possible. Just remember what they said. Be mindful of what you say and do, because if you are visited, you may very well be speaking to her.
Fair enough.
What is it for?
To Midnight Vision before we leave.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll be able to talk to Midnight Vision. What were you actually planning to speak to him about, basically?
All right. Excuse me, Midnight Vision, if it isn't too much trouble. Do you, by chance, would you be able? Okay, I need a. Fuck, I'm like I have brain damage right now.
Dabblage?
Damage, yes. So it's been a while since we last encountered a family member of mine who was helping us a bit. And a few days ago, Milk Thistle sent a message for me using the, what was it? The sending spell. And it sounds like my father is in a bit of a jam. Would we be able to get your assistance in first checking up on him, and if there's no issues at hand, getting him and possibly bringing him back here to safety?
He gives you a sort of almost sly smile. Asking for favours already, are we?
I mean, yeah, there's no real way for us to really get over to where he's at and back in time before the army arrives.
If he is a strong pony, I'm sure he will be able to make his way to where he needs to be. As I said, the nightmare teaches us that we must rely on our own strength.
Yes, and that's kind of the problem. He's being hounded by something, a robot, as far as I can tell. And it's the same one that murdered my entire family before I was found by my current father. I just want to make sure he's alright and, safe if possible.
If he has the strength, then he will pull through. He is undergoing his test, and should he prove that he has the strength behind him, then I'm sure that the nightmare may offer her guidance in seeing that it's seeing that he makes his way to safety. Or, if he does not follow the nightmare, perhaps his own will guide them.
Bird gives a nod at that. I I appreciate that. It's just been a real long road, and there's a lot of anger and hatred to be directed at the thing that's hounding my father.
I see. Then channel that anger and hatred towards something. Do not
Fair
let
enough.
it consume you, as uncontained rage is of no use. It is a chaotic thing. You need to stay calm and in control. If you are in control, then you can better act.
That's fair. Thank you for your time. Sorry for bothering you like this. He sort of rubs his left hoof through his mane nervously.
He gives a nod.
Nope.
Well, I suppose we should get some sleep in then. Alright, I'm ready to head back when you whistle.
Very well. Will you be staying at the bar?
Sure, why not?
I'll remain here at the temple. They always have a bed for me.
Alright. And with that, he gives a friendly wave before heading out.
All right. Did you want to talk to him at all?
Yes, just briefly.
He's,
Milk the Soul takes out his parchments from his bag of holding, and he stacks them up and presses them against the floor so they're even on all the corners, and he hands them over to Midnight Vision. Notes on my travels thus far. I have a lot to report to you tomorrow if you're able to listen.
I'm more than happy to listen, but I will read over these and see what they say.
I'll meet with you tomorrow evening. And then Milk Thistle will bow his head. Nightmare guide you in your dreams.
And may she also bring you visions of darkness as well.
With that, Milk Thistle will nod to the remaining members there, and he'll go to his bed. Which I imagine like somewhere in the back over here.
Yeah, it'll be round the back in the back of the temple. You basically go through one of the doors and you go into like the lower chambers. All right. So I think that's most people done for the days. For the evening anyway, as most people going to bed or drinking themselves into a stupor and what have you. Sound about right for everybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so morning will come. Well, I'm going to put probably more 8 AM for those of the Nightmare Temple. So, morning will come. Those of you potentially will feel a little bit more hungover than others. Those who drunk the tea, roll me a 1d20.
Alright.
Swift Gadget drinking with us.
Sorry?
Swift Gadget drinking with us.
No, she stayed with the ship, I believe.
Yeah, because we left it outside of town.
Yeah. I think you left Steel and Swift Gadget on the ship, if I remember.
No.
Sorry?
I said, oh no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Swift Gadget is going to seduce Steel.
Alright.
I did not see coming, but I accept it.
Dale is gonna teach her about discipline.
Swift Gadget is going to say, pull my mane harder while he does it.
And he will feel proud.
Do we know the age demographic for our stream?
Well, I don't set it as children friendly, so.
Oh, good.
That's never stopped one before. Also, Nightshine, I don't get it. What's with the green hat on Milk Thistle?
You don't watch South Park?
Oh, I get it now. Okay. I don't watch it very often, but yeah, I'm Kyle. I get it now.
Also, she's gonna taste something bitter than alcohol.
Alright. Okay, so Milk Thistle, you will have visions in your dream. Do you want me to just say it out? Would you rather me type out to what your visions are?
Say it out loud if you please.
No, that's fine. So probably your dreams are normally a little bit more stormy than probably most others, but this one seems almost more rougher than others, and you get the sense that you're swaying backwards and forwards, almost like a ship in the middle of a storm, and it's been knocked side to side, and it's and you're feeling the movement of like the water, but you're not hearing this. You're not getting the sound of the water coming on deck, spraying or feeling the wetness, but you're hearing the wind around you and the movement of the wind. So you're clearly flying through something rough, but you're not in any sort of sea or ocean. You then suddenly get a sudden sense of calmness, and the blackness that you're surrounded by almost sort of doesn't brighten up fully. It's not as dark, even, but there's still like a heavy sort of grey haze to it all, and you get the sense that you're almost like coming into the eye of the storm. And you can get the sense of like flashes happening all around you, but again it's all more of a deep red kind of lightning sense, and down far below you just seems to be almost almost like a glass, like black glass below you, sort of just covering like a long sheet. As you're sort of in the middle of this calmness, you then get a sense of suddenly that calmness ending, and the storm all the way around you suddenly just sort of almost like it sort of turns and just comes fully charging at you towards the centre, and then just engulfs you in darkness. And that's where your dream ends. Or your kind of nightmare.
The last portion, I get a sense of the calmness ending, and the storm surrounds me and crashes over me.
Not necessarily. More crushing you is probably the sense you get. Like it was all around you, then it sort of comes charging and into you, hitting you like a cannonball and crushing you. That's what the sense you get.
Hmm. When I wake up, am I like breathing heavy, drenched in sweat, like I was like physically exerting myself in the midst of that nightmare?
Yeah,
All right.
which is quite normal for these sort of visions.
Milk Thistle is going to open up his book and he's going to roll to interpret dreams to try to understand what it is he just experienced.
All right, so there's a number of ways you can interpret this, and you get a strong sense of the storm that you were riding. Obviously, indicates of possible troubled times, or the fact that you're in a sense almost riding a storm. There's going to be difficulties and stuff. You come out into almost completely clear, which means that there will be calmness ahead. But the sudden rush of it all coming back in and hitting you, now that throws an oddity to it, and the sense of crushing and that as well. The only thing you can get, or you assume from it, is that the calmness was almost a trick or a lie, and you almost like you were tricked into the area of calm, and the moment you reached the centre was when it then all collapsed and crushed you, almost like a trap being sprung, almost. Now, with that, you can take away from a number of things. It could be the literal meaning, you're about to walk into a trap. It could be more. It could be obviously the more longer one, which is you're on a journey. You are going to. There's going to be difficult times, but there will be a moment of calm. But when that moment of calm comes, that may be when the worst hits you, or some sort of catastrophe is going to happen that, if you're not prepared for it, will crush you. Or if you're not able to fight it off, it's going to crush you. And I think you could also interpret it to this one. You probably don't hold too much steam towards it, as you yourself, as far as I'm aware, seem to be in quite a good position. You're happy. You're certain of what you're doing is correct. The other one more speaks of like you're in a place of, you're in a bad place, a place of darkness, and your despair will come at you and basically drag you down. That one, you get the sense, doesn't really apply here, as you don't see it associating with you.
Yeah, Milk Thistle is very confident in his position right now. He's crossed all his T's and dotted all of his I's.
Yeah, so that last one, it is another way of interpreting it, but you can dismiss that one.
Just throwing in my own interjections here, I get the sense the dream is about possibly a truce. Like the human army sees that we have our own army and that we're fully prepared, so they may back off, and that could lead to a sense of deception. And then once our guard is down, that's when they spring the attack on us when we're not expecting it.
It's possible. I mean,
That's-
that would be taking. Putting it to a more real-life, current interpretation of things, because the dreams obviously don't work with what's going on with your current life. It gives you ways of interpreting it. So yes, you could interpret it that way.
Right. So ultimately, the dream is is not specific, but it is telling me to keep on the tips of my hooves and be incredibly watchful, especially if things seem like they're going well, because it's probably a ruse. And an army coming in and saying it's like, no, no, we want a truce, okay? Let's not attack each other. Let's live peacefully. That's a very common trick. I've fought against people who do that, and I don't respect it at all. All right. All right. Thank you, Steel.
That's all right. All right. So, other than that, everyone will wake up, maybe a little bit more hungover than a few others. Those who do wake up will find Wishful Pen is downstairs in the bar area, that's the word I'm looking for, almost sort of waiting for you with basically reading over a book and with a cup of tea.
Steel, I ended up rolling a 6 on mine.
You did. I'm afraid you have some wonderful nightmares, but nothing that you could potentially interpret into a dream, I'm afraid.
Fair enough. Oh. So were the nightmares just him being drenched in sweat, or like a cold sweat?
You've not experienced anything extreme, so you wouldn't wake up in a sweat. You've definitely been tossing and turning in the night. So even though you've had a good night rest, you probably feel a little bit restless because of it. The dream you've definitely had nightmares, but you've not had anything which has been that vivid that you've remembered it. So it's that sort of thing where you've definitely experienced nightmares, but you've not had anything that you have remembered.
Alright, fair enough.
You went back to the academy and you were naked.
I mean, yeah, I've had that kind of nightmare before in my life, so... Burned as he comes out, he just looks not so much tired, but he doesn't look like he slept all that much. And he just sort of gives a wave as he walks over to the table where the others are at and sits down. Morning.
Hello.
So, what's on the agenda for today?
Genocide!
What?
They have to kill all the humans someday. Why not today? With a bomb.
He sort of, at that point, Bird, before he does this, he puts a hoof on his forehead, lets out an exasperated sigh, and he very, very softly bonks the back of Nightshine's head. We don't know how to reset the timer.
I do.
Really? How do we reset the timer then? Tell me.
Put the red wire on the blue wire.
I don't think that's how it works.
I know how it works.
Also, have you forgotten the timer set at 1?
Shh.
I mean, if you want to do it and, risk your own life, go on ahead.
Yay, I'm glad you agree.
Just do it as far away from here as you possibly can. Hopefully during in the middle of the human army's path.
Wishful Pen looks to you, Nightshine, and goes, "Oh, when's Milk Thistle showing up? As I've got some news for you all."
Oh, he stayed overnight at the Temple of the Nightmare.
Will he come here?
As soon as Milk Thistle is finished interpreting his dream, he would prep his spells, and then he would head to the bar to catch up with the rest of the party.
Yeah, that's fine then. So, Wishful Pen will wait here instead of running off to go and get you.
All right. Has it been at least an hour?
Yeah, I mean, normally you probably would prepare your spells probably more after your ceremony, because that's normally what you would do. But you would have plenty of time. You only need to sleep for 2 hours, so.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, Milk Thistle will be on his way then. Good morning.
Oh,
I thought that was lightning moaning there.
I
No,
thought.
that was me simulating a squeaky door because
Oh, okay.
Opal doesn't grease her doors.
I also thought that was lightning yawning.
she doesn't grease her doors, huh?
Right.
Wishful Pen will give you a wave and sort of looks over to you, sort of look with a smile. Oh, I managed to get some information, or I spoke to Open Book, and they've at least pointed me in the right direction.
And as she says this, Milk Thistle will hold up a hoof. He'll take a deep breath and cast Fastidiousness on himself. And you see like a lot of like matted sweat just like pour off of his body and up underneath his robe, so the wood gets soaked a little bit.
Ew.
And he takes another deep breath. My apologies. I had a restless night. Please continue.
As I was saying, I spoke to Open Book, and I indicated that I kind of wanted to do more research on, obviously, early years of the founding of the kingdom and around the tribe of Bones, and well, she told me to go and have a word with the. Now, I'm going to probably I can never remember this word. I want to say caretaker, but it's not. It's not caretaker. What is the person in charge of like a museum? What would they be called?
Curator.
Curator. That's it. The curator of Luminous' library, and they're going to sort out for me to go and see them. I don't know if I can get obviously them to see the rest of you, but it might get us extra information or point us in the right direction.
Good. Thank you for Wishful Pen. That'll be very helpful.
She gives a smile and looks over to you, Lightning, and sort of goes, I know you also wanted to look into things about other stuff, but you obviously went off to go and see Kara, so I assumed you had things worked out.
Huh?
You wanted to know more about Kara stuff, but I'm guessing you went to see the Kara priests and worked it out from there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, is that what the screaming was about?
Screaming?
No. What are you talking about? I didn't scream. You're crazy.
Well,
Not
Milk Thistle. Go ahead.
Talking about crazy, I'm gonna blow up Wishful Pen. Did you read the book I gave you?
Oh, she sort of kind of holds up the book. I kind of just started it as stuff going on.
I see.
Milk Thistle looks to Burn. Burn, did you have any notable visions last night?
No, just a lot of nightmares that caused me to be a little bit restless, and I apologize if I seem agitated today.
Oh, I had Opal selected. Damn it.
Well, you were informed that visions and messages were not guaranteed. It's very that the nightmare will notice you once you begin proving yourself to her. So stay disciplined and stay focused.
Indeed. Yeah, I've been thinking about what Midnight Vision said, and he's right. We just have to pray that my old man makes it here okay and in one piece.
He was in a safe place even though he was injured. I'm sure he's strong enough.
Yeah, a part of me is still worried about the what if he's found, but it is how it is. I just need to remember to keep calm and to focus my anger on and my hatred on a safe source is all.
Keep on keeping on.
I did have visions last night, and it's something I need to share with everyone.
Alright.
The visions I saw were not so important, but the message they brought me is there's a strong sense of a storm surrounding us, and given current events that we are fully aware of, it's obvious what that storm is. We have an army, we have a demon, and all of other life's troubles. While traveling through the storm, I came through what seemed to be the eye of it. There was a sense of calmness while everything just swirled around me, red lightning slashing through the air. And then all of a sudden, the storm just attacked me from all sides. And I felt it just slamming against me, and I was overcome by it. What I believe it means is that we are looking at the storm that is surrounding us right now, and we could very well enter an area of calmness, an area of peace. Do not believe the peace. It could be a trap, it could be a ruse from the invaders. But when we seem to be in a place where everything is as it should be and everyone is living their lives peacefully, that is when we need to be the most alert. So please bear that in mind.
Understandable. That's quite ominous. I don't like it.
It is the way of things. There will always be turmoil. That is why we keep strong. A reminder to everyone. At noon, we have a meeting with Amethyst in the temple yards. We need to be there to greet her.
I don't like it.
What was the response?
What did you say, Nutshun?
It smells.
Yeah, well, too bad. We have to go meet her.
I mean, you smell too.
I smell good.
You smell like a drunkard.
You smell like a burnt victim.
Oh, yeah.
Wishful Pen goes, well, everyone smells like they haven't bathed for days, technically. I mean, I've had a bath, and Milk Thistle cleaned himself, so...
I have a bar.
Alright,
I have plenty of bar to that today.
I shall go wash up then.
That's probably a good idea.
Oh, and just so the party is aware, the work that Nightshine and Wishful Pen and I were doing last night is very important. Milk Thistle's going to look around the bar. I know it's early in the morning, but is anyone nearby that can overhear?
No. Opal doesn't... there's not many guests at the moment, surprisingly enough. So you guys are the only people currently staying in Opal's Tavern.
Alright.
If it was...
Milk Thistle... Go ahead.
So I say, if it was later in the evening, then there would be patrons, but at the moment there is none.
Milk Thistle will still lean forward and keep his voice at a whisper. We believe we found a lead to the Tribe of Bones. We did a lot of research and learned quite a bit, but nothing solid. There's a zebra in the district of town who's an alchemist. He's challenged us to find out the true meaning of what it means to be undead to the Tribe of Bones. If we can discover that, then we'll probably gain more answers. But all we found so far, at least until Wishful Pen reveals what she's learned today, is that history is written by the victors. The city we're in, Village of Town, is built on top of the Tribe of Bones' old village. It seemed to spring up overnight by the order of Queen Iliana herself. And there's definitely turmoil between the old empire and the tribe of bones. So if we're going to bring them to our side and possibly have an undead army at our disposal, we'll need to figure out this riddle so we can bring them in.
And we have very limited time to do this.
Yes.
Perfect.
But I do believe it should have our full attention because the time when we need them is fast approaching.
Indeed, this is true.
The fastest thing we can do is going to that dungeon we didn't finish.
Possibly. I also wanted to seek out Midnight Vision's wisdom. We did not have time to speak last night, but hopefully this evening after he awakens, we'll be able to sit down with him.
You would be able to. He will wake up sort of early evening, basically, normally.
Yeah, he tends to wake up right as the sun goes down.
Yeah.
Oh, like me.
Yeah. But are there any objections?
Not for me, no, sir.
Lightning, Alexandra?
My only concern is us going back into that place. The entrance was below a noble house. Well,
I'd do something quickly before we go, but I'm up for it.
We can certainly try to find out more information before we head back down.
I don't think we can. Don't think there's much to find out about that place.
Well, Wishful Pen says that Open Book will be able to assist us as well.
I mean,
we can contact Steele. He was alive during that time. Maybe he knows something.
he was not alive 350 years ago. That much you do know. He's definitely been alive about 80 years ago. That's been heavily indicated, but that far ago, you're unsure about. You've never.
I'm confused. How old was Queen Iliana?
Queen Liliana has lived for somewhere in the area of about 300 years.
Okay, see that's where all my confusion was coming from because I thought Steele was by her side during the entire time of her reign.
Oh no.
no. She had the immortality stone till Steel has it now.
No, Steele found the stone in a ruminant ruin. Because he went looking for a way of prolonging her life because it seemed that her life was coming to an end, hence why she was teaching students and stuff. So he looked for a way of increasing it, and that's what he tracked down, but it didn't work the way he hoped.
Okay.
I mean, that should have been clear in his journals, but it's been a while.
Alright, Milk Thistle is going to cast Drink Deep from Miramir's Well, and he's going to specifically seek out information regarding the Tribe of Bones.
Okay, it's a wisdom check, isn't it?
Yes. Oh, I can just click Wisdom. I don't need to roll that manually.
You should be able to. You did it blind. Because you will see this one. Yep.
Lovely. That's a good roll. In fact, that's my best roll on this spell.
I just need to check on the success, how much info I give you. 20 or better.
I need to mute myself briefly, but I'm still listening.
That's fine. I'm probably going to type out some information for you rather than give it to you by voice anyway. So it's something that's going to guide you in the next 24 hours in regards to information about the Tribe of Bones. Okay, that is something I can do. Now, I'm going to test the whispering in this. Because, I think I actually I added a module that actually does a lot of the whispering for you. So now all you need to do is to /W, select the person, and then you can whisper to them. That's how it should work anyway.
Sunshine typed out stinky. Yeah, as a matter of fact, that's correct. The neighbor came by asking me for a ride, and that's been a big issue. I mean, he's down on his luck. He's had a rough life. I get it, but you know, take a shower, wash your body, wash your clothes, quit smoking right before you get in my car. Basic things. And he didn't listen to me, so now I'm not giving him rides ever again.
Kind of right.
Yeah, even just like right now, he's smoking a cigarette on my front porch, and I've told him multiple times how much I detest that. He's like, "Hey, can I get a ride, man?" No.
All right.
All right.
Looks like that went. I'm just going to scroll up a little bit so it's not fully obvious on stream.
Oh, guy, I'm your neighbor.
No. I refuse to believe that. All right, so yeah, y'all see Milk Thistle cast this spell. Y'all seen him cast it before, so he closes his eyes a moment, and yeah, he just repeats it out loud while his eyes are closed. You are closer to the information than you know, and soon you will have a path. Just watch for the signs. And with that, Milk Thistle smiles again, and he's like, "We're close."
Alexander is going to chuckle, "Don't be too calm."
Oh no, this is not calmness, this is excitement. I like it when a plan goes as expected.
Not get a little too excited.
Well, Wishful Pen goes, well, I've got to do a few things for Open Book and see the curator. But I may be done by this afternoon. Where should I come and find you all and relay information?
I believe at noon we will be in the courtyard of the temple meeting with someone. Once that meeting is done, we'll wait for you there.
Oh, I probably won't be done at noon, maybe more like 3?
Unless anything else arises, we will meet you there at 3 o'clock.
Indeed.
She gives a nod. Excellent. I might be around the temple, I might be at the library, I'm not too sure, but she gives a nod. And unless you have a burning desire, Wishful Pen will go off and do NPC missions for you.
No, she is an outstanding NPC.
Yeah. Well,
Okay. Lightning, you picked a very good person to use your leadership talent with.
Oh?
Good job.
well, when you pick people who have connections to certain areas, you can use those connections they have. That's the advantages of picking an NPC rather than I want to make an X random person.
Yeah, so just to share a little bit about myself, Milk Thistle in character and me in real life, I have a lot of respect for resourceful individuals, people who can get things done, and so this is great in game. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Well, you've tugged on her strong suit, learning information and getting information.
Yeah, and she worships the god who does this, and she's a cleric of that god. So this is like her soul's calling. So it's fantastic.
Pretty much. All right, so you've passed the Tribe of Own stuff over to her, basically, at this point. So you guys have until midday where you want to be at the courtyard. Now, is there anything in particular you guys wish to do now? Oh, in the meantime. If not, we can jump to midday.
I was going to probably go to the temple and continue my training into that archetype.
Yep, that's fine. You can use part of the time for that. That's okay.
Milk Thistle would suggest to the party, understanding Alexandria needs to leave, but we could go back and visit our zebra alchemist. He had a very long, convoluted name, but I've already forgotten what his name that he gave us. Styx, that was his name.
Yeah.
We could go and visit Styx and let him know that we're on the path to finding out, and that we've reached a roadblock with the information, the truth being blocked because we're only getting one side of the story. That may end up being a waste of time because we still haven't figured out what being undead means to the Tribe of Bones, so he may not give us any other information, but at least the rest of the party can meet him.
Sure. That sounds like a perfectly reasonable plan.
Alright. Lightning, what do you think? Are you there, Lightning?
Lightning might have passed out.
Lightning, oi!
What?
The plan about going to meet the alchemist Styx and following up with the Tribe of Bones. Are you interested in that?
Sure.
Okay, cool. We can introduce him to the future Empress.
And
That case, what you guys are going to do that, I'm gonna check up on how Temelicha is doing. Because I'm kind of worried.
Who is doing, sorry?
I went to those mercenaries I got are doing. I wanna check on them.
Oh, what the
Uh,
ones... I will remember their names.
Thunder
Yeah, he-
Brothers.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the brother and sister and the gem pony, yeah. The last time you guys saw them, they were up here helping train troops and that sort of thing.
Yeah, we haven't found out. We haven't found out if the third one has arrived in Villager Town yet. He's had enough time, so hopefully he's there.
I need to go see someone before we do anything. Yeah?
I didn't hear that, Ember. Would you say that?
I need to go see someone really quickly before we do stuff like this, hyperbone and stuff. And that.
Oh.
Is it important to our mission?
It's important to me.
Very well. Let's just keep in mind our time because we need to be punctual if we're going to beat him.
Oh. I won't be too long, though. Don't worry about that.
Are you going alone or do you need an escort?
Oh, I'll be going alone.
Understood. That leaves me and Burned, I believe. Alright. Well, yeah, Burned and I, we can go meet Styx.
Well, Styx's shop is near where the marker is, but his name's been deleted, so...
So, here?
yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, Milk Thistle will lead Burned to Styx.
Lightning, I believe you are passing on your questions. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, but fuck, I can't think of questions because yes and no questions are hard when you have complicated questions.
I know. You can attempt a complicated question, but you're not guaranteed an answer. Or if you do get one, it'll be single worded. So you can ask it so it sort of comes down to it. It'll be a single word, but it'll be, yeah. Talking to the gods is not easy. And the ways you do talk to them aren't the easiest.
I think I have one question.
Alright,
is-
well, what I'll do is I'll do Styx's thing, and if you want to type out the questions, so there's no, and send it to me on Discord, so there's no misinterpretation on what you are asking.
Okie dokie.
Still?
Yep.
Any news on Mr. Weasel spying the lady?
I mean, is he gonna come back to you in the morning?
Oh, he's following her.
Oh, he's just continually following her. So you're basically going to see her. He's just going to basically observe her go about her morning, which is wash, dress, get ready, eat food, go meet with the new arrivals that happened, meetings with them, and their sort of discussions about what's happening about Villager Town and a lot of other stuff. So if he follows her for a long time, he's basically going to be observing a lot of that.
If anything important happens, you can say it to me.
Alright, what would be important to Mr. Weasel?
Anything about backstabbing people.
Okay, that's what I will inform you about.
Right now, I'm picturing Duchess Lily Pad just like maniacally clapping her hooves together, talking to herself about all the evil backstabbing she's going to do.
Yes.
You probably definitely get mumbles of her being annoyed at certain points, but that would probably be the most at the moment anyway, unless other events occur. Anyway, but that would be the gist. Nightshine. So with you visiting over there, it will seem locked up and stuff like that. But you have Strong Mountain standing there, and he looks at you and goes, "Oh, all troops are to report to the park for today. Are you joining us for training?"
No, I wanted to check how everything was going.
Well,
Is everything...
yeah, I mean, everything's fine. It's just the new general wants us to move training to the park so that everybody is more... Everyone's being watched as they train, so it's more integrated into the community, so they can see what's going on. So, I'm directing everybody there for today.
Did Ironhoof show up? He's a big pony with a lance and green armor.
Yes, I believe he has.
Where can I find him?
At the park.
I shall go at the park.
Okay.
And what about you? How is your day going?
It's a day. I will know more by the end of it.
You need to keep morale up. It's not.
Yes.
Goodbye.
So, no. So you heading towards the park. You will see the beginnings of troops beginning to train, that sort of thing. You would be able to find. Oh God, I can't remember the names. I think I've added them to the allies list yet. No, I have not.
Thunder siblings?
Yeah, it's not both of them there. It's just one of them.
Thunderclap.
No, we have... oh, yes, you're right. Thunderclap, Thunder Rider, and Silver Comets.
There'd be Thunder Rider there, who is training troops, as well as Iron Hooves, who you would be able to find there, beginning to train troops. And there also appears to be a number of the new military there as well, who are given extra instructions, overseeing stuff, and what have you.
Do I see the marshal here?
You don't see the Grand Marshal, no. Not a Grand Marshal. I want to say Field General, but I think that's wrong now. I can't remember what rank.
Grand Field Marshal Thunder.
Yeah, he's not there, no. But some of his troops are there, and they seem to be doing additional instructions.
Is anyone important that doesn't look busy that I can go bother?
People look busy. And if they look like they're slacking off, they are very quickly made busy. So you can attempt, but you might get pulled into training.
I have no choice.
He,
I shall go boop Thunder Rider.
you boop her. She punches you in the face and basically pulls out her trident and points it as close to your neck that you can feel the sparks of lightning coming off it, and shouts at you, if you lay a hoof on her again, she's going to stab this into you multiple times.
I thought you were about to say something even worse. No, like she was gonna stab him somewhere way worse than what you said.
Oh, no. So, how are things going?
You can see her snort and steam comes out of her nostrils. Fine. If I wasn't being micromanaged, as she glares at one of the other troops who recently showed up, and if we weren't dealing with farmers and purse thieves. She glares at you. It's better be damn well worth it. She sort of glares daggers. At least when the humans show up, there'll be some action. This is just... ugh.
Yeah, you're not the brains. I'm sorry, I'm gonna boop Iron Hooves now.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna boop Iron Hooves.
Alright.
Dude, is she let Nightshine get away with saying that?
You're not the brains.
Yeah.
Well, she...
Someone's about to get stabbed in the urethra.
Probably at worst, she'd probably just trip him up as he walked away with her with the handle of her trident. There you go, that's the word I'm looking for. As Nightshine walks off to go and talk to Ironhooves, who's currently with one of the other new soldiers from the St. Moon's Reach. As you do approach, somebody calls at you to get into line, fall into line, and join the training.
I completely ignore them.
What are you doing? Are you just walking straight towards Ironhooves?
I'm gonna wave a hoof to them and keep walking.
You get to Ironhooves, but probably at the same time, the person who was calling at you would catch up to you, I would reckon. So you probably have a few moments to greet and say a few words to Ironhooves before you might be interrupted.
I boop Iron Hooves.
He gives you an he will wiggle his nose, give you an odd look, and goes, not the standard way you would greet people.
Yes.
Then the soldier will go, civilian, if you're joining the war effort, join the line with the other troops and to begin the training.
No, I'm not part of the civilian group. I'm part of the wizard group.
When he sort of looks you over, oh, apologies, you travelled up with us from St. Moon's Reach. I will leave you to your work. And he will walk off.
I wait. Good work.
Wow, not important enough to even remember.
It doesn't know the name, he just recognised you on the ship, so...
It's the hooves.
He goes, yes, he clearly starts trying to remember your name. Knight?
Yes.
How can I help?
It's how can I help you? How are things going?
Fine. We are training the troops, but we've just got some additional assistance.
Well, good luck.
A new practice dummy just walked in.
You know,
But I'm not sure if there's a magical part you can help train, but we're mostly dealing with civilians at this point. If you wish to lend assistance and can help train any martial skills, then feel free.
I think I have more pressing matters to attend now. But if you need help with anything, just ask.
Sure.
And remember, we are here for Everglow, he said, extending a hoof. And winks.
Sig Heil.
He gives you
Say-
he gives you a hoof a bump. I'm guessing that's what you're after. And he goes, yes, Everglow.
Yes, or Everglow, and let's just keep that at heart, you and I, and everyone. You know what I mean? Wink, 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 wink.
Is there something wrong with your eye?
Yes, there is. I can't see you enough in my day.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I had to. I'm gonna leave you now. Goodbye.
He looks at you as you walk away, a little bit confused, but then goes back to his work.
It's time for part 2 of my mission. Maybe later, but yeah.
I'm like technically the most intelligent person in our party, folks.
He's thinking on such a high level that you guys can't keep up.
Yeah.
Behold our wizard? Question mark.
All right.
This is some 3D chess being played out right in front of you. Pay attention. You might learn something.
Yep. All right. Team Sticks. You head up to his shop. Again, you'll probably see a sort of slight green smoke coming out the bottom of his shop.
Oh, it's green today.
Yeah.
So this is the place, huh?
This is it. Last time we were here, it was purple. Now it's green today. He must be working on something new.
Yeah. Well, let's enter and see what's all the hubbub. And with that, he's gonna push open the door and get inside.
There's a clear little a bell goes off to indicate people coming in, and looks very much like an alchemy shop. You can buy all sorts of herbs and various weird alchemy ingredients that's all over the place. You can also buy potions and stuff like that.
Why is Bob Marley playing?
Is it?
Oh,
As you go in, and you can see that the zebra's clearly just sort of sat at his counter, and he occasionally sort of adding stuff and stirring a nearby cauldron. As you guys browse his shop, or go over and talk to him.
Bert is gonna be browsing the shop for a few moments, and then he's gonna wait for Milk Thistle to start talking.
Milk Thistle will say, "Good morning."
Good morning to you.
Do you have any smoke stickers still?
oh, by the way, you two wait for lightning?
What'd you say, Amber?
Did you two wait for lightning, or is this been...
Oh no, we left. We didn't know exactly how long you were going to take.
Yeah. And
But don't worry, he's not going anywhere. You'll have an opportunity to meet him.
Okay.
He goes, Lightning, they tell you to come back after midday and you'll have your answers.
Okie dokie.
Sorry, what did you ask Sticks, Milk Thistle?
Asked him if he had any smoke sticks.
Now, if they are the same things I'm thinking of, I think the answer would be yes.
They are an alchemical item, and since this is a shop, I'm almost certain he has them.
Yeah. They're the things you sort of snap, break, or whatever, and then throw and they make smoke.
Yeah, it makes a smoke screen, gets carried away by a very heavy wind, but otherwise it just like fills a complete area.
Yep. Yes, he will have those. He will tell you they are 20 gold each.
Milk Thistle will buy 2 of them. And he pulled out 2 platinum pieces and places them on the counter for him.
He will go and collect your 2 smoke sticks and pass them to you. He does, as he passes them over, he goes, you do know how they work, correct?
I believe I light them with fire, don't I?
I do not know how they work.
Actually, doesn't state there's an action to light them or anything.
Let's see, smoke stick. With a sharp twist of this item, you instantly create a screen of thick, opaque smoke. Okay, you just need to like snap it like a chem stick.
Yeah, he probably will correct you in regards to, tells you that you just hit this bit against something hard, be it stone floor, a shield, a metal bracer, somebody's shield, somebody's armour, and you'll be good. Or if you're a unicorn, you can kind of twist this and it'll come off.
I just like to imagine he like did it, and then the room fills up with smoke.
Yeah, he's not doing it. He's a competent alchemist.
So you're the proprietor of this establishment, huh?
I am.
It's a nice place. Got a lot of stock that I've not really ever shopped around for, mostly because, well, at the time didn't really need it, but a lot of this stuff could be useful.
It's useful at moments and times when people need them.
Indeed. So,
He looks at you. So, are you looking for healing or medicinal herbs or other ailments?
I mostly came here to browse. Not really sure what I'm looking for.
What do you need?
Oh, out of character. Oh my god. I don't know.
Yeah, out of character, what are you doing?
Something to win the war?
I mean, I'm not sure at this point.
Do you have anything that could assist in helping us overpower the human army, at least in strength?
No. I have nothing for army.
Alright.
Alright, one word answers.
You went to a shop, Homer. Do you have anything to defeat an army? No.
Yeah. Do you have anything to solve world hunger?
You have a billion potions of haste. That's how we win.
Alright, Milk Thistle's raising an eyebrow at you and just waiting for you to stop fumbling over your words.
He, at this point, Burns, like, not even talking anymore. He's like, at a loss.
This is his first time at a drugstore. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awkward the first time.
Styx will probably look to you, Milk Thistle. I believe your friend is broken.
He did describe he had a rough night last night. We both did. Regardless, the real reason why we're here, the Milk Thistle, what that English? When we walked in, did we see any other customers inside of his shop?
No. You're probably a bit early for other customers, to be honest.
Okay. Milk Thistle lets him know, it's like, we took heed of your words to try to discover what it means to be undead to the Tribe of Bones. And unfortunately, all of our resources thus far show nothing. Um, we did learn that the Tribe of Bones village was originally here, but unfortunately it was destroyed and Villager Town was built on top of it 347 years ago. And it was ordered to be done so by Queen Iliana herself. We also learned that the Tribe of Bones had an ambassador sent to them, but he was turned back as an undead. No details as to why that happened, only that in doing so, the Tribe of Bones were declared an enemy of the Empire and were eradicated, almost in a genocidal manner.
I would mention that. Sorry, I think I would have mentioned that at this point they were already enemies of the Empire.
Either they were already, or that action itself made them enemies of the Empire.
I see.
I do understand that history is written by the victor. We have employed the help of a cleric of luminance who is trying to get with a curator, attempting to find out more information. We do believe we're close in finding the answer, but we haven't found it yet. We just came by to let you know that we're taking this seriously, and we do want to rejoin the Tribe of Bones with the new empire that we are forming.
I look forward to the answer to your when you answer my question.
And the next time we meet, we will introduce you to the future Empress.
He gives a nod.
Alright. Byrne, did you want to ask him how to solve puppy cancer, or are you done here?
I'm fucking done.
Okay.
What even is this anymore?
He will. Styx will say to you, Milk Thistle, does your friend need something to help him to relax?
Byrne, are you a bit uptight right now?
No, I'm fine.
Alright. He says he's fine, but thank you.
Understood. I have plenty of leaves that will help him if he needs it.
Alright. Milk Thistle will nod his head and walk out the door and make his way back toward the temple.
Vern will follow after Milk Thistle, but he's gonna stop by the park.
You gonna feed the ducks?
No, more like he's gonna check out the area, see what he can. Would he have any knowledge about? No, he wouldn't have any knowledge about the militia being trained. He's just gonna wander around, and if he sees the militia in training, he's gonna offer to assist in teaching about martial combat.
Yeah, I mean, the moment you offered to start helping, you're thrown in and you're helping.
Alright.
You are given probably a group of 50 peasants and told to make them soldiers.
Okay. What do I have to roll for this?
Profession soldier helps.
Let me see. Do I have that? I have profession astronomer. Would a charisma check be able to help out?
Yeah, you could shout some motivation into them.
Yeah, that would be something.
Yeah, he's gonna use his charisma to try to train them to the best of his abilities.
Alright.
Just do it!
Alright. I mean, you're good at shouting at them and getting them to do things like you want them to do.
That was almost a 1 on my screen.
Yeah, so he's like, oh, I keep wanting to reference the original Mulan with this, but it's like, no, it's too obvious.
It's too early for them as well.
Do it. No, just do it. Go for it.
Let's get down to business.
Oh god, no, he doesn't have performance sing.
Thank you, me.
You know, actually, in this case, it would be like out of the Castlevania anime where it's he's pretty much training the the peasants in different lines of weaponry. Like there's pikemen, there's swordsmen, various different types of weaponry and just fighting styles that he's assisting them in learning.
You could also make them go and touch your tree right now. Sit down right now. Come to me right now. Get away from me right now. Touch my tree right now. Come back to me right now. Touch my building right now. Sit down right now. About face right now.
That's
a trick.
huge.
What?
That,
I don't know military etiquette.
okay, so apparently you're not familiar with how the Marines train. So in the Marine Corps, a drill instructor tries to forge you like a sword. Like this is how they explain it to us. You are a slab of steel. All right, you're made out of steel. You're already strong. You're tough. You're 18 years old. All right, you're resilient. Unfortunately, you have a lot of impurities inside of you. So when you work with metal, what do you have to do to get those impurities out? The first thing you do is you turn up the heat. You got to get that metal red hot, and then you start mashing it and just smashing it with a hammer. So one of the things they do to turn up the heat, so to speak, is to keep you constantly active. If you're being lackadaisical, you're not paying attention, you're shuffling your feet. One of the things they'll do is they will make the entire platoon run this direction. Immediately come back, sit down, stand up, about face, touch my tree right now, touch my building right now, touch the ground right now, push-ups right now, about face right now, touch my tree right now. Okay, come back here right now. And so you're constantly like moving back and forth, and what it's doing is it's not only strengthening your body because you're being active, it's also getting you mentally wired, brainwashing, some people will call it, to immediately respond to orders. So, touch my tree right now. You're sprinting to that tree. Come back to me right now. You're immediately turning around, running as hard as you can. And that's turning up the heat, getting you active, getting your body and your mind alert. And then when they have to hammer those impurities out of you, that's the hard work. That's like when they're drilling you on the quarter deck, like shouting at you, getting up in your face, making you do all these push-ups and crunches, jumping jacks, and constantly sprinting back and forth. And one drill instructor will take a break because his voice is getting hoarse, and then another drill instructor will come out who's been taking a nap for the last 20 minutes while listening to you scream your head off, and then it's his turn to come and make you do a whole bunch of work.
Okay, yeah, so I'll do that instead. I'll put him through the marine treatment then.
Run them through the paces, man. Get them alert. Get them used to following orders. That's important.
In that case, I think that would be a intimidation check. He's
charisma's fine because I think intimidation is based on charisma anyway.
Yeah, so let's see, my intimidation total 12.
So plus 11 to that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. So that's all we need to do. So yeah. So that's basically what you are doing over here. So I throw you over in the courtyard or in the park.
All right. And I will be right back. Real quick.
No, that's fine.
How long does Burns' training session last?
I mean, technically, he knows he's got to be off before 12, so there is a timekeeping device there so they can keep track of things. So he will be able to get away before. He'll probably get away at 11:30.
So from 9:09 to 11:30, these poor recruits are being run ragged while getting shouted at the top of his lungs and making them shout back at him. That is hilarious.
Pretty much. Was there anybody else wanting to do anything at the moment?
Yes.
Oh, Nightshine again.
Yes. I'm gonna DM you because it's a big secret.
Okay.
Does the carpet match the curtains?
Not right now. Oh yeah, actually, about a lily pad, does it?
She's a pony, so
Nice.
That'll be the obvious question.
Is she dark-skinned or light-skinned?
I believe she's got black fur with white mane. I've got to have a look at the icon I've got for her.
Sounds like that doesn't look like a lily pad at all.
I know. People don't necessarily look like their names. obviously her parents clearly hoped that she would look different, but and already chose the name.
Oh no.
No NPCs. Where's the Duchess gone? Did I not put her in the NPC list? Okay, where did I shove her then? I have to find where. Oh no, there's her icon. Yeah, she's got black fur and a white mane.
I think my tea's been seeping long enough. I will be right back.
That is fine. Let's have a look at your whispers. That is fine. You can do that, and he will, and that will. That is something what they will definitely have, and it will cost exactly as much as it costs.
I shall buy 2.
Yep, you can buy 2.
Yay.
Alright, anybody else doing anything crazy?
Not that I'm aware of.
No, you're
I
retraining.
go up to the human army and pledge my allegiance.
How are you doing that, Lightning?
I just fly over, I guess.
Flying over what, sorry?
Flying over to the human army and just pledging my allegiance.
Alright, so you have to go and find them first, I'm afraid.
Ah, shit, that's a damn Broncos plans.
I guess you're stuck with us.
Damn.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of time to pledge your allegiance to them.
Ah, yeah.
Alright. It sounds like no one else has anything, so do we want to jump to the midday meeting?
I say that's fine.
Midday!
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Hey.
All right. So in the downtime, Milk
Oh.
Thistle will be working with his with the servants in the Nightmare Temple, getting the table set up and having some water boiled so he can brew tea for when Amethyst arrives and everyone else.
Okay. So everyone else will start arriving, and you guys will be sat at a nice sort of like table in the courtyard, sitting there waiting.
Hello, Burn. Nightshine.
Hello?
If I'm not mistaken, I think I heard you screaming while I was setting everything up. Are you all right?
Oh yeah, I was just helping train the new recruits.
Roll me a fortitude check, Bernd.
Alright. Alrighty tidy. Just a moment. Defenses. Okay,
And you've got your special samurai ability that helps you with those too.
oh, yeah, right. That's resolve.
Well,
If I need it.
if you need it, yeah. So you didn't shout your voice hoarse, so you're fine.
You're
Yeah.
used to yelling.
Hmm?
I said you're used to yelling.
Yep. Yep. They,
Lightning?
sorry.
Lightning Knight, Alexandrite, welcome.
Hello.
Lightning, shall we sit you directly across from Amethyst again, or do you think you can sit next to her?
I'll sit across from her.
All right, you can sit next to me then. And then we'll arrange it to where I guess Alexandrite will sit next to Lightning on the other side, and we'll leave an open chair for Amethyst directly across from Lightning.
Yes, I would like my boy joining.
Alright, so you guys sit and wait for Amethyst. It goes midday, and time keeps ticking along, and she still hasn't shown up yet.
She is late.
She is late.
No.
I would be late on purpose.
Sorry, somebody say my name?
I was saying she doesn't seem like the type who would be late on purpose. This might be that.
No,
Like,
she-
leans back in her chair. Oh boy.
Is this normal for?
No, the last time we sat down together, she was very punctual.
Do you think she was found out?
Possibly.
Oh, great.
Milk Thistle is gonna spend 10 minutes to cast sending to try to contact Amethyst.
Do we have to go rescue her?
No.
I mean, I'm up for it. I'm just going to lord over her head.
Let me see if I can contact her first. Alright, so Milk Thistle is gonna be chanting an infernal for the next 10 minutes in the courtyard.
Okay, I will increase the time by 10 minutes.
Alright, and I need to send her a message.
Yes.
Where are we? Not year to yard. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, okay. That is a message sent to Amethyst.
No, I spelled that word horrendously wrong. Oh, it's like that. Okay, cool. One, two, three, 4,
4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't do that.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
Oh,
18,
I get
20,
it.
21.
Yeah, you showed us.
Alright, there we go. There's your response.
Wait, what?
Let's see. GM, the address you gave me, would this happen to be the address where the, not the automaton, what is it called?
Zebra?
The thing that Silver Dream sent.
Golem?
Golem, is that where the golem is?
No.
It's not, okay. Okay, gonna roll sense motive to see if she's trying to pull some kind of shenanigans.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't get any sense of what's the word I'm looking for? Deviance in the message. If anything, you probably pick up the sense of worry or anxiety.
Okay. Yeah, Milk Thistle opens his eyes and immediately stands up. And is there a servant of the Nightmare Temple within eyeshot?
No, they're probably going to be in the temple themselves. You guys probably be just outside waiting for her rather than going inside.
Okay, yeah, Milk Thistle tells the party that Amethyst has been captured. She tells me where she is. There is a metal monster with them, and we need to move quickly before they come back.
Wait, what?
Understood. Where are they at?
Lightning, where is 63 Green Tree Lane?
Hang on, is that the place for the adamantine government?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, that's what I was asking earlier, because I figured that's where she was.
You know where that is, Lightning, because you obviously live here, and this entire city has street names, house numbers, and it's fairly easy to find places, unlike most other
Yeah,
ones.
I know what that is. Come on.
It is located. I'm just going to draw a circle on the map. Because pen. Is that the one I want? And it'll be over here. Where is it? That.
Why would she let us not get captured?
Okay, so it's a terrible colour, but it's done. It's there.
Well, this is like when Alexandrite and Duck got captured.
Is this close to the area where Nightshine had been held?
No.
No, Nightshine was held roughly about this sort of area, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, a little further away. Wait, so what exactly are the issues?
The message simply stated that there is a crazy metal monster with them, and that we need to hurry before they come back.
Oh,
So,
wait, the robots. Oh, it's the fucking ruminant again!
Ugh.
Did you say with them?
Yeah, with them.
Come on, let's go kick his ass one more time.
Alright, lead the way, Lightning.
The lightning zooms off the 63 Green Tree Lane.
I assume we travelled together as a party.
If well then, I think that would be too suspicious, and if they see us, they will just kill her.
Hold on,
Which is
let's
what-
bring Steel. Let's go get Steel, right? And then we bring him with us.
that would take over an hour.
Yeah.
Where is that? Where is that red boy?
He's on the ship with the Queen.
Oh, for fuck's sake, of course he is. God damn it.
God
I mean,
bless.
to be fair, we can go and get him.
We can go and get him. It will take a bit, but we can go and get him quickly.
I mean, if it's just one robot, then we've taken care of them before.
Yeah, but if he comes
I
back,
will-
he's gonna have that stupid shield.
I will point out, if you go and get Steel, it won't be quickly, because you would have to travel a bit away out of town, because you've hid the ship away from it, convince him to come with you, and then come back into the town and try and let them... Because obviously the city is also on lockdown. No one's meant to leave or come, go in or out.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a better idea than Steel. Where's Blazeheart? Or Blazehoof, I can't remember her name.
Who?
The Blaze Queen Sergeant Temple person. The Lightning kind of got along with.
You mean the Blaze Princess from Galloping Down
Yeah,
in the temple?
yeah. The
Well, actually,
the
no.
one who-
Sorry,
yeah.
they will be over here where all the troops are training.
Yeah, I would like to fly over to her and ask her, hey,
Alexander is just going to run to a place.
I believe time is of the essence. We can work together and take down whatever foe we're going up against. And if it does, if it turns into something more, then we have an entire army here ready for us.
if he comes in, there's gonna be an issue because he's got that stupid fucking shield that we can never get through. Because he's
He'll-
bastard.
He will be found out, and the city will be flushed clean.
What are we gonna do? Fucking yell for help?
Yeah.
Oh yes, like some guards are gonna be able to take him on.
Alex, any chance we can convince you to wait 5 minutes?
No, fuck you.
Okay, I guess that's out of the table.
Fine, fuck it, let's go. Fine. If we die, it's your fault.
All right.
I've moved the the party token to you are here, so you don't have to
Yes.
move all of yourselves.
However, can we not bash the door down and announce ourselves walking in right into their fucking moves?
And Milk Thistle is running and talking over his shoulder. Certainly, we'll knock nicely and ask to be let in.
I am going to stab you with this Fabane rapier.
I
You,
mean,
should,
sorry, go on.
you shouldn't lie.
I mean, to be fair, Lightning, we are for time since our contact's life is on the line.
Fine.
They probably won't expect a brute force attempt.
Nope.
Oh no, you're not going to bash the door down.
Do you want to bet I won't? Because I totally can.
Will you two stop?
Alright.
If we bash the door down, what stops them slitting her throat, you dumbasses?
He's not there. It's a robot.
The robot should be under instruction.
I wish Mr. Weasel were here. He always knows what to do.
I wish Mr. Weasel would here to something right off out there right up here.
Alright, as you start approaching the building, are you, so are you going to come along this road? Are you going to cut through the buildings? What are you doing?
Bird is gonna.
The roof.
Bird is going to be cutting through the buildings so as to avoid being noticed.
Alright, are you all doing the same?
Yeah, we should move together.
Oh, hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
What is... Yeah, sorry. I messed up again.
I didn't catch that.
What is this?
I believe Lightning's going to go over the rooftops, is what she said.
Yep.
Alex.
Alexandra, Lightning, are you joining us?
Yeah.
I'm following Alex because someone has to watch her back. Also, Alex.
Well,
You have the party icon. We don't all need to move there.
yeah, I was going to say, you got the party icon.
Who is doing that with the goddamn fucking ruler? Oh my god, I hate it.
Alright, so, you guys are coming through the streets. Alright, you can see the building. What are you planning on doing?
Lightning stealth. Are the windows closed? Or like are the curtains pulled?
Well, you're gonna from here, from across the road. It does not appear the windows, the curtains are closed at all.
We should get someone sneaky to get up there and look inside. Maybe get inside to see if it's actually there.
Lightning stairs before casting invisibility.
I kind of had an idea, but I don't think it'll work. Steel, is there a back entrance to this house, like a back door?
You would have to get to the house, walk around the back to have a look. You guys have come from the sort of street angle.
Alright, well, I'm right here, and I'm gonna...
You're going to walk around the back and have a look. There is a
Yeah.
back door when you get around the back.
Alright. So, what I'm thinking, it's a dumb idea. What I'm thinking is we do, as soon as Lightning's done scouting, we do a breach and clear from both doors. That way it'll surprise both of them.
I'm guessing, did you walk to the back, look to see there's a door, and then walk back to the party?
Yeah,
Okay.
obviously.
Alright. Lightning, what do you do? You're invisible.
Lightning casts invisibility, which will last for quite a bit, and fly up to the window. Is there a way I can open the window from the outside?
That, I believe, is a disabled device check.
Then I will disable the device.
Alright, are you opening a upstairs window, a downstairs window, a front window, or back window?
Upstairs window.
Okay, front or back?
She will open the front, seeing that, Baron could from the back.
Okay, cool. So, you start jimmying it. It's not locked, you just have to do a little bit of hard work, and actually you're fine in regards to just getting it open.
Okay.
without making too much noise. But it does make some noise.
And she will make another. Can she make another stealth check since she's invisible?
The stealth check won't cover the noise you made with opening the window.
Oh, okay. That is fine. She will poke her head in the window and look around, see if there's anything in there.
You went upstairs. It looks like a bedroom that's been torn apart. Like, completely, like, trashed. You've got weird burn marks across the part of the wall. It's almost... I don't know if you've ever seen, like... you know when you use, like, that tool and you burn, like, burn wood, and you can, like, burn patterns and stuff in there? Think of that, but more larger, and it's sort of, like, scraped across the wall.
So, someone cast Scorching Ray, probably.
Yes, but it's not as messy.
Yeah.
It's more positioned, sort of like burning.
Okay, interesting.
Is this the same building I met her before?
No.
Okay.
Then Lightning will head into the building, and she will give a quick look around, make sure no one's here. Want me to roll perception?
Yep, that'll be good.
I have to go to drop down and make it a blind GM roll every time.
You can change it on the thing if you go here, Lightning. You can click public roll and you can change it so it's blind or that, so you can permanently roll like that. You don't have to select it. Anyway, so you listen carefully. You're not hearing any noises from inside the house as far as you can tell.
Alright.
Also, as you're sort of looking around, it looks like the place has been trashed. They've torn it apart.
Is the door to this bedroom open or closed?
Open.
Open?
Open, yeah.
Then
Alexander, it's just going to be curious and jiggle the handle to see if that door's open.
Oh, you're going to go up to the house and jiggle the door handle open.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wait for Light to come back with word.
yeah, the idea was Lightning was going to go in and scout, and then you guys were going to act after the scouting mission.
we'll walk out into the hallway. Is there anything around?
Just some smashed furniture.
Okay, so she will hover downstairs using her wings to stop her from making any creaky floorboards squeak.
Alright, roll me a fly check. You do not have to make this one hidden because you know what the results are going to be because, well, you literally are flying down the stairs.
And I make it a blind GM roll anyway.
That's fine.
Damn.
I will reveal it to everybody.
Ooh, nice.
Oh!
So, you make it downstairs without making a noise.
Okay. And she will make another perception check to hear for any robot or amethyst noises.
Yep. So you have a listen around. You're not really picking up anything too obvious. The place again still looks like it's trashed, and you're seeing in the floors and stuff like that more of like weird sort of burning effect.
She will put her hoof on the burning effect. Does anything happen?
It doesn't feel warm. It's you'll probably get a bit of charcoal type of stuff on your hoof. That's probably about it.
I mean, yeah. Alright, then she will head to the living room. Is the door open or shut?
The door is not there.
The door is not there. Interesting.
You can again room trashed. You see a tied up amethyst there, looking a bit bloodied.
Is she unconscious
No,
or conscious?
she looks conscious,
Alright.
but seems to be sort of obviously sort of almost like thrown in a corner and sort of just sort of quiet, sort of like tucked in and stuff like that. So
Is the machine there?
not that you can see.
Then she will slowly walk over to Amethyst, and Amethyst will hear lightning going. Shh.
There's a moment of panic in her face as there's a sudden noise in front of her. But doesn't say anything.
And she will shout down. What is it?
She sort of, through gritted teeth, it left.
She will look to the left. Is there a room to the left, or is there something I didn't notice?
Sorry, say again?
Is there a room to the left, or is there something I did not notice?
No, she said it left.
It left.
Oh, sorry, they left is probably the word she would use.
Even the machine.
There's a sort of nod of the head as much as she can nod, but she winces as she does.
Then Lightning will pull out her war razor and cut Amethyst's rope.
She gets to her hooves and is limping a little and goes, "We've got to get out, quick."
It's a trap.
What? No.
Did they...
If it comes back.
I know, I'm just curious. What is all this? What happened? Did you get in a fight?
More leaving, questions later.
Okay, fine. And she'll like put Amethyst's hoof around her shoulder and lead her towards the door.
So
Look, it's funny because
yeah,
lightning is just invisible.
yeah, I know. It's a bit weird. So people on the outside, you see the door open. Amethyst looks like she's walking, but kind of weirdly. Like she's got like 3 hoofs on the floor. She's limping, almost like she's leaning on something that's not there.
Dark magic.
We need to get her out of here before anything else goes wrong.
She needs the wand of infernal healing.
Milk Thistle pulls out his wand of healing and hits Amethyst with it once. So she's going to be taking 10 healing over the next minute.
Yep, that's
Hold
fine.
on. Before we do this, Alexander is going to detect evil.
I think we've done this already.
Yeah, I think you
We've
have.
done this to Amethyst before, but this might not be Amethyst.
Ah, I see.
I'm guessing she didn't show up evil last time. That's fine.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember off the top of my head, so if she didn't show up evil last time, then she won't.
No, if she was evil, she would be dead.
Oh, you meanie.
Ooh.
Well, I would say she did not detect as evil as soon as you started detecting, but after I hit her with the wand, she does.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. Oh, yeah, she. There's a sudden moment she wasn't evil, now she is evil.
Okay.
Wait,
What happened?
The way Infernal Healing works is you gain fast healing 1 over 60 seconds, and during that time you have an evil.
oh right, yeah.
Yeah, so if you
You should do that after the infernal healing wears off.
if you do it in a paladin, they detect both as good and evil.
But it doesn't block their abilities.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
It-
same password, you should be able to join.
it timed out. Okay, that's all.
Alright, so Milk Thistle hits her with the healing, so if she's bleeding or anything like that, hopefully she's not, and we can get her moving faster.
Yeah.
And Milk Thistle is going to roll perception, and he's looking for some kind of an ambush, anything from the rooftops of the buildings and the dark alleyways or something inside.
You know what? That's a valid thing, so I'm gonna do that myself. Let's see, perception.
How about we get away from the house?
Well, looking is like a very quick action. We can still move as
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're leaving.
It's only if you start taking 10 or 20, then you're there for a while. Alright, you guys start looking around. You're not really seeing much. You're in one of the sort of more abandoned parts of the city, so there's not really much in the way of activity anyway, so it is quiet and you're not noticing anything.
Is it one of those situations where it's quiet, too quiet?
No. You can hear the distance of the city noise far off, so there's still that activity there. You just not. It's just nothing in the vicinity.
All right. Milk Thistle will look to. Well, he can't see her, but Milk Thistle will say to Lightning, "It's like, take to the skies. We need your eyes up there to let us know if there's any danger on the way. We need to make a beeline to the temple immediately."
Yeah, and with that, Bird is gonna offer Amethyst support on his to support her.
Yeah. No, Alexander will do the same.
So we got the two strongest carrying her, so we can probably run.
Yeah, you can move swiftly. She does try and talk as you guys are moving swiftly, but it does seem a little bit more difficult for her to try and communicate, wince, and move as quickly as you guys are.
So I'll keep my questions brief and say, was it the deer?
I'm just going to advance you by 5 minutes as you get back. There was one, but then there was a monster of one.
What?
What?
It was like it was made out of metal.
Oh, the robot.
Did they mention why they attacked you?
I think they sensed I was hiding something. There was a reason why I mentioned meeting up with you this afternoon. I'll tell you more when we've stopped. It'll take you about 5 minutes to get back to the temple, and
Save your strength.
and where you guys can slow down and walk, and she can give you more information. I was hoping
Oracle's Tavern.
you can go to Opal's Tavern instead. It's up to you.
Let's go to the temple.
Temple.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I recommend the temple because the temple has its own guard and it's definitely a more safer place for us.
Yeah, we don't want another Opal's Tavern to burn down.
Yeah, but if Opal's beaten up again, then it's even worse.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they'd be expecting us to go back to the tavern.
So
But they're gonna beat up Opal.
so as Amethyst gets to a point where she's a little bit more in a safer place, she's able to walk or at least not be dragged along. She goes, they wanted to see me, so I set it up for this morning, just in case anything happened. I was hoping to maybe learn something, but I think they knew I was lying, or at least could tell somehow, or that I was hiding something.
Milk Thistle is. Let's see. It's a perception check to find out if someone is being scryed upon. Correct?
You do not know if somebody's scrying upon you unless you have detect scry.
But to see if someone is scrying through another person, like looking through their eyes, that's a perception check, isn't it?
That's not how scry works. Scry, you
No.
magically see the person, and you see the 10-foot area around them. So perception will not pick up scrying.
All right. Milk Thistle is still going to roll a heal check on her to see if she's suffering any ability damage.
Yeah,
Do
that's
you
right.
want me to detect magic around her?
Yeah.
I detect magic around her.
You do not detect magic, and scrying would not leave a magical residue in the vicinity.
Alright. Bird is gonna do a heal check to make sure nothing on her is broken. Like nothing vital and nothing important.
Okay.
I Well, I mean, I guess I wouldn't know this.
I mean, technically, you wouldn't know the results. So, Milk Thistle, you think there might be some more permanent damage, but you're not sure. Burnt, you say to Milk Thistle, Nana, you think she's perfectly fine. A lot of the damage that she's received will be able to be healed through basically normal healing or recovering. There's no permanent effects.
It's all in her head.
Yep.
Well,
No.
she's badly hurt, so she's limping and everything else like normal people would be. But you can all fix it with just magical healing, which she received some of.
Alexandra, would you lay on hoops for her, please?
I will use up one of my bounties.
She does go. I waited for as long as I could. I knew we had our meeting, and I was hoping that you would try and find me. I had to give them something.
What did you give? No, it is not okay. What did you give them?
Yes.
I told them that lightning was part of the black market, and said where they could find it.
Oh, you
Wait.
fucking what?
Yeah,
What?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, at this point, Vern's like, you told them what?
Wait, I'm not fine with that. How much did you tell the Thieves Guild? You have a louse mouth.
Ah. Oh, great. Now.
Oh, that's where they went. We should go there right now, running.
Oh, Alan, why would you tell them that?
So they wouldn't be there.
It might be.
Well, no, so they wouldn't be at the house if you came looking.
Yeah, but it might be at the Thieves Guild.
Lightning, how well defended is your guild?
It's in the middle of some.
I do know where it is located, but I've never been inside, and I don't know the ilk of your guild members. How well defended is it?
So, Lightning, the defense of it is most of it is around the secrecy of it and what have you, and the passwords. There is some heavies in the building, but they rely on the more older individual who sort of acts as a front. And then there are some more heavily armored people. If anyone manages to get into the basement through force, and there are some runners to warn people. And people can then try and scatter and stuff like that. But that kind of thing does take a bit of time, depending on how quick things move, basically.
There's not the most defenses, but they are able to get out quickly, and there is a few heavily armored people.
So we're gonna have to go back them up.
We know where our enemy is. This is advantageous. Alexandra.
Are you able to? Are you able to fight?
Who are you asking?
Amethyst.
They have all my equipment.
No. She won't be fighting.
Agreed. She is too hurt.
Did they take your spell book?
That would come under all equipment, yes.
Shit.
Alexandra,
Yes.
we need to... Your temple is the most active right now. We need to escort her to your brethren. She's to be detained. Gently, of course. But she's not to be traveling with us. Amethyst will stay here in the temple. You will be looked after and protected, but you will not remove yourself from this place. I will find you if you leave. You know I tell the truth.
It's true.
Submit yourself to the Sun Temple, and do not leave the place until we return for you.
Hold it, Milk.
Milk Thistle turns his head to you.
Out of character, I noticed why you still made sure to advance 5 minutes when we were traveling.
Was 5 minutes important? I figured that'd just be the amount of time it took us to run back.
Exactly. Just saying that out of character. I noticed that's why now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I do not think it would be wise to detain them.
Can we not argue right now?
We came here for a meeting, and our meeting is going to be paused, but our meeting is going to continue. She has no reason to leave. She kind of can't. She can't or anything. Right, Amethyst?
I ain't going anywhere with that monster around.
Exactly. Let the Sun Priest do what he can.
Milk Thistle rolls sense motive to see if she's lying.
Amethyst, no, she does seem scared, and what she's saying seems to be true.
And we can continue our meeting once I'm sure that Molotov hasn't been destroyed.
Agreed.
Milk Thistle takes a deep breath and says, "Very well. I'm confident the Sun Temple will treat you. They are very charitable. We'll return to Senna's worth it."
None could be so rash, no.
Alright, so you are going to leave Amethyst with the temple. And you guys are then going to make your way to the black market, which I think I will unhide the token because you know where it is.
What the fuck?
That was my little brother. I apologize.
No, that's not fuck.
Is your little dog your little brother a dog?
Little
No.
We need to
Is
talk
that-
about your father.
Is your dog's name Little Brother? That's kind of cute.
It is.
No. I thought it was my little brother that screeched real loud just now.
Okay. He's all amped up, man. He's watching the stream. He senses the urgency. We gotta go.
No.
Find your own way.
If only it was so easy with him.
Yeah,
Alex,
the
there
other-
are innocent thieves and murderers needing to be saved right now. We can't just stand here and talk.
I will stab you, not.
We have to go save those criminals. They are still people, just very bad ones.
I swear to God.
Lightning, show us the way to the very... What's the word? Very legal place.
Yeah, we're on our way, aren't we?
Yeah.
I assume so.
Yay!
So we're going to the legal place where legal exchanges happen very legally.
We are going to Wall Street.
Black market was illegal. Wouldn't the government crack down on that by now?
We're going to the place where everyone pays their taxes.
We are going directly to the ERS right now.
ERS.
IRS.
It might be different in Brazil.
Alright, so I'm going to pause the timer here. Right.
What? Pause?
Yeah, I've just paused the timer. The clock, basically.
Oh, okay.
There's a clock. It tracks how long it takes for you to have discussions and stuff.
Yeah.
So, from where your meeting should have taken place, it's been an hour and 15 minutes.
Fuck.
I mean, talking takes time.
Yeah, Amethyst is cool with waiting for us to get back from making sure this place hasn't had any deer shit on its doorstep.
Yeah.
Amethyst is a bit hurt and is happy for the healing and is hoping you might get her stuff back. Alright,
Happy
so...
for healing and bodyguards, probably.
It's like, you're looking for me, motherfucker. I'm gonna come straight for you.
Alright, so... as you approach the building, The door is open, and you see a
fuck.
body at the front of the door.
Oh,
Steve!
fuck!
He's already
Running
there.
in.
Lightning will fall.
All right. Um, is the darkness spell still in effect? Like, is it still pitch black past the door?
There's actually a curtain there, what actually is like a very heavy black curtain, which is probably actually used to block anyone seeing in. But that has been like ripped down and scattered across the floor. So
All right. As we approach, I'm going to make 2 skill rolls. Milk Thistle's going to look and listen to see if there's any threats immediately in the room, and then he's going to make a heal check on the mare who's on the ground to see if she's still alive.
right, so perception, heal check. Okay, so perception, you can hear some, you can hear like somebody moaning or groaning like they're in pain from further inside the building. You do see blood smears on the floor as well. You're not sure in regards to if the old mare at the door is dead or not. But what does jump out at you is she's heavily burnt down one side of her body, and it looks very similar to how Burnt himself was actually burnt across one side of his face.
Oh,
Wait, do I recognize it?
No, because you're not looking.
Milk
Alright.
Thistle looks up to your burnt face and says, "These burn marks are familiar."
At that, he's gonna take a closer look at the mirror.
As you obviously inspect, they. I mean, you've looked at yourself in the mirror plenty, so you looks very similar.
He's here.
Milk Thistle looks to Alexandrite and pulls out his wand of infernal healing. Alexandrite, would you check to see if this mirror is still alive? I don't want to waste resources.
oh,
Alright, I'll take a quick look.
Because you do have ranks in healing, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
As do I.
not to make any offensive statements towards the old mayor, but we are running out of time here.
So, Alexandrite, you have a quick look over the body here, and as you check it, you are quite certain that you don't think the injuries themselves was enough to kill probably a normal, healthy pony, but given their advanced age and stuff like that, it was probably a bit too much for them.
I'm afraid this one's dead.
Okay, great. Let's go kill the boss to kill the day. 15 run.
Yeah, Burned is right behind Lightning.
Alright.
Aye.
Moving in.
So you have a blood smear, what leads sort of deeper in, what goes in through a door, which based on most house designs, Lightning would lead into the living room. But you can see the door, what leads down into the basement area, and that is open.
Oh god. Right. Down there, everyone.
So you find...
Would you like me going first?
Yes.
No, let's Alex go first.
Alex, Burn, go in.
Alright. Yeah. Burned is gonna go on.
Get in there.
Before we move in, Milk Thistle is going to cast Profanes of Fervor. And everyone in the party is affected in whichever way they choose. You get to choose one.
Wait, what?
If you
So
could,
he says a quick prayer as we're going into the circle, and as everybody's stacking up to go in, ready for battle. Milk Thistle casts this spell, speaking in Infernal, and you feel like a rush of choices into your mind. It's like a boon that you get to take advantage of. So you can increase your speed by 30 feet. You can stand up as a swift action without provoking. make 1 extra attack as part of a full attack action at your full BAB. Gain a +2 bonus to attack and dodge bonus to AC and reflex save. Or you can cast a single spell of 2nd level or lower as if it were an enlarged, extended, silent, or still spell.
I think I'm gonna go with the 30 feet of land speed.
Yeah, I mean, okay, you guys will choose this at the beginning of basically each round when if combat happens, and it will last for 6 rounds. You're level 6, aren't you?
Level 7, so it should be 7 rounds.
7 rounds, so it lasts for 7 rounds.
Okay, so probably best to do that at the start of combat.
Lightning
Yeah, in hindsight, that would be better. Plus, I've got range, and I can hit everybody within a 30-foot radius, so yeah, we should be okay. Okay, I will say that, Steel, I will prep this spell as like a readied action, so as soon as we enter combat, that's the first thing I'm casting.
That is fine. So you guys are all heading down after Alexandrite down the stairs.
I wanna book Bilk with a mage armor.
Can you share mage armor with other people?
Yeah.
Okay, shield you can't share with other people. I knew one of them's personal, so I couldn't remember which one it was.
Yeah, Lightning will be fast girl now.
And who did you cast that on, Nightshine?
You.
Oh, thank you.
Because you don't wear armor.
Yeah, stop dying.
That feels more.
Alright.
Down.
You see downstairs, as you get to the bottom of the stairs, you see 4 bodies there, and the hidden door is broken open, and there is a good amount of blood down here as well.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Alright. I'm just gonna keep on pushing through. As much as I want to check these guys, life could be saved if we're quick enough.
Yeah, Burn is right behind Alex.
Do I know of any, like, quick secret passages nearby?
If you try to go through like one of the sewer entrances outside of the city, then yes, but you're already through the quickest route you can get at the moment.
Okay.
So, Burned is like really pissed right now.
So you guys head through the secret entrance, which brings you into basically the sewer system underneath the city. As you start sort of heading down the pitch black area, which I assume at which point everyone starts casting light on themselves.
Lightning has 30 feet dark vision, so if you don't.
Well, you can see in the dark, not everybody else can.
Yeah.
I cast Shining Horn.
Yeah. As you cast light, you hear the sound of like hoofs like moving away from you.
Which direction?
It seems to be the direction where Lightning wants to go. They're moving away, but they don't sound like they're somebody running like full speed. But it's definitely somebody moving away.
Are they in Fireburn Wage?
You can't see down past. It's into the darkness. That is as much as you can tell. So you can't see them, but they, in a straight line, you reckon, yeah, they're in fireball range.
Who's that?
My suggestion, Nightshine, I have a suggestion. Don't use Fireball, because we don't know if there's any innocents still alive down here.
Oh no!
We don't even know if the person.
I know they're annoyed. I know there are no innocent people here because this is a Thieves Guild.
It doesn't matter. There could still be survivors.
We also we don't know if this is the person we want to fireball yet. Please don't fireball them, I'm begging you.
Yeah, people can't read my mind.
Alright, Lightning, you have dark vision. Can you see them?
She's only got 30 feet. Technically, your light is all going further.
Lightning will go, who's that?
They just seem to be moving away. They don't seem to be wasting time turning back trying to talk to you.
Alright, let's hurry up after them.
Do these sound like hooves hitting the floor or metallic hinges hitting the floor?
Sound like hooves hitting the floor. And you guys, I'm guessing you guys are moving down as a group.
Yeah.
Yes. Milk Thistle warns everyone to be careful. We might be being led into an ambush.
I know.
As you guys start moving down, you move a little bit, and you do come to one of the turns, and you turn round, and that's when you catch a glimpse of what looks like the rear end of a pony who's attempting to try and get away from you, but he's obviously moving at a reduced speed, and he's kind of limping away.
We're not with the people who attacked.
They suddenly stop and turn, and he calls out an odd set of phrases, Lightning. You recognise this as basically like thieves' chant in a sense.
Yeah. She will return in Thieves' Camp.
They then sort of stop and sort of move over. Get out of here! You don't want to go that way. They're tearing the place apart, looking for people. And then he, I'm trying to think. No, you actually got yourself quite well known down there recently, haven't you, Lightning?
Yeah, she has been in and out, getting a lot.
Well, you helped get a big score recently, so that definitely got your name out and about. He sort of points to you, Lightning. They're looking for you.
Why? For me.
Which way are they?
Which way? Yeah.
They're in the main district, tearing it apart. They. Where's my notes gone? My notes.
What is the creature with them? Is it machine-like?
I've never seen anything like it. It's like a metal. It's like a metal deer monster thing.
Right. It is the rumen. Okay. Let's do this.
No,
can you give them
the thing just tore Lunar Strike apart. Like, he wouldn't say where you were in.
What?
He was just cut apart.
He's dead?
There was just left, and then the deer thing just started shooting like I don't know, metal objects out of its mouth, and it just cut straight through everybody.
Lightning will punch a wall in frustration.
Did you say he was at the main district?
Sorry, say again?
Did he say he was at the main district?
No, the main district for the black market, basically.
Oh, okay.
No, not above ground. This is all underground
He's
speak.
going through the main district, just ripping through things like.
No, they're basically tearing apart the main district for the black market.
I'm going to kill that fucking deer if it's the last thing I do.
You and me as well.
And my axe.
And my block.
Focus your hatred. Let it burn through you. And we'll defeat
We're going.
Oh, he's. You don't even have to remind him that. It's Milk Thistle can clearly tell that Burns allowing. He's like routing his hatred, and whenever the deer is brought up, he only gets angrier towards it.
Lightning, which way is the main district?
Milk.
Yes.
Give him a hit of your wand. We're going into the main district.
Are you giving a hit of your wand?
Milk Thistle will walk past him, give him a hit with the wand, and then immediately reholsters it and carries on.
Alright.
Get yourself to safety. Now.
Still,
Yep.
am I 1 mile away from Mr. Rizzo?
We might have
I
to.
don't think it's that big.
You're more than a mile, I think.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, I have got the correct thing. So she will be over here. You are 8,692 feet away from him.
You are approximately 1.3 miles away.
Oh no.
Is he teleporting?
No, I just want to check on the empathy link.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Because he's feeling anxious right now, or very close to right now. He
Um,
will be.
also, if it's blocked by like concrete and stone and stuff, that will be interfering because you're underground.
I don't think so.
Cool. Then you're outside of the radius anyway. But
Yeah.
I didn't know if the ground would have an impact.
1.593 miles away.
There we go.
Alright. As lightning will push Alexandra and burn up.
Right.
Oh,
So as you start moving down the dark tunnel, you get there's smoke in the air, and you get the smell of burning as well.
Barnes, you smell.
But lightning, just round this next bend will bring you into a large open area where basically the black market is, and you do hear the sound of things being broken. You do hear the odd cry of pain and commotion.
Do you mind if I go on ahead?
Before,
Yes.
what we will do is we're going to pause right here just before we do go into any combat, because it is going to be a combat encounter, and I think it'll be one which is going to need a bit of time to play out, and I don't want to stop halfway through it.
and
On the end times.
Yeah.
oh. Probably also need a map.
Dude, I am amped. This is cool. Like, everybody is pissed off right now. I'm digging it.
I'm not.
Well, I mean, everyone important is pissed off right now.
Yeah.
Lightning is losing her only home, so he's
Who's the guy that
a
is
bit of a hit-on flashback, something in her past.
All right.
Who's the guy that got cut up that made you all angry and punch a wall?
Magical Joker?
Oh, Luna. Luna Strike. He's the leader of the Fuse.
Oh. Well, he didn't get cut up. He's definitely more loyal than Amethyst.
Yeah, man, he was a bro. He was all for Lightning taking over a village of town. Dude.
Still, did we find any magical items on the way?
No.
No, we're not searching.
What
We're
do you
not
mean we're
moving
not?
like
Okay, we're not searching right now, but later we can come back and loot the place.
I don't
Yeah,
think
sure.
the old mare had anything on her body.
Fighting first, looting second.
Yeah.
Unless the
And-
entire team is made up of rogues, then you can loot on the way.
This fucking deer better be here. I'm gonna kill him.
You can help me in that.
This is it, Steel. He's not running this time.
Oh, hell no.
All right.
I've got if the Ruminant Demon is here, I've got 2 tricks up my sleeve.
Well-
if he rolls bad.
I
I'll
will.
cut his head off too and put it on a campfire.
I'm going to end the stream here. So, if you want to say goodbye to the stream,
Goodbye,
Wiedersehen.
stream.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us. Tune in next week for epic battle times. Good times.
Where we all die.
possibly
No,
it'll be a
just
difficult
like-
encounter.
No, only the villain is gonna die.
There we
Because
go.
Then-
heroes never